and it looks like it heads off towards both the right and the left. Yet again, however, there also looks like in what would be the upper right-hand corner of the room as you're looking straight at it, there appears to be a path that goes straight as well. And you can see that there is a red emergency light spinning around, giving off very, very scary shadows.
Rotgut regret coming here alone.
Does Rotgut wish to share any information with the party, or does the party have anything else they wish to do while Rotgut is now separated?
How's it going in there, Rotgut?
You find anything good?
Rotgut see great on floor. Not sure what under Rotgut feet.
Does Rotgut want to really look at it?
Why not? Sure.
Alrighty. As Rotgut peers down into the grates in the floor below, you can see to the right-hand side there appears to be some sort of large piping system. Whether it's for oxygen, carrying fuel, or heat, you're unsure. But there is also several sets of water pipes on the other side of it, and it also looks like there is a small access panel in which you can go underneath.
Rotgut see Ridley Scott alien. Rotgut know what to do now.
What does Rotgut do?
I very much want to crawl around in this maintenance tunnel. Actually, I imagine that before being locked in cryosleep, I was actually locked in the maintenance tunnel.
That is exactly how it was, as
I've
it
been
said.
locked in
So
the rest
shall
of
it
the
be.
ship, actually, because I haven't walked free on the upper decks.
I like this.
They would stick me rations through the grate.
Here's your cornstarch. Enjoy.
Rotgut found Rotgut place of employment.
Did he just say he
By the way, if
found a
any
job?
Go ahead.
I was just saying, did he just say he found a job in there?
It seems to be so.
Rotgut, you don't do the job now.
Rotgut not sign anything. Rotgut free goblin. Rotgut hope Rotgut free goblin.
Well, we'll see about it, depending on your
Rotgut.
performance during this mission.
Rotgut might be a dead
Oh,
goblin
I
if
could
we take
never
too long.
give you up, Rotgut. You're my favorite.
Ah, wholesome.
I do need to ask this really quick. Are the Phaetagenites corn farmers? Or corn plantation owners, should I say?
Yeah. Probably some pogo fruit in there too.
You know what? There would be a shit ton of pogo fruit. You're absolutely right. All right, actually, that would probably make more sense. Would you be a massive owner of a pogo orchard?
Pogo plantation? Yeah.
Yeah, the pogo plantation. It's even alliterative. I love it.
Nice.
Alrighty. Rotgut, you're going back to the pogo farms.
No, anything
Now.
but pogo.
I'm loving this. Alrighty. Does the rest of the party want to open the door to go join Rotgut, or does the party have any other desires? The only thing that you can do for right now would be to go back to the cryosleep room where you came from, or you can go to the other side and through the on the other end if you wish.
I think.
Savage, do you want to see if you can do what Vywin couldn't and actually get this thing open?
Sounds like a perfect idea.
Show him how it's done, old fellow.
So I'm not even gonna go for the switch. I'm gonna go since there's a crack in the door. I'm just gonna go and like put my hands between and
that's
tear it open, like just brute force it open, push the doors open.
All right.
That's
That
more
one will.
Tauren's work anyway.
This one will require a strength roll.
All right. That's an 8. Great success.
Alrighty. So, Mr. Savage, you just push them over, and it feels like you're giving yourself a good arm and back workout as you're pushing. Feels good, sir. And right before you all, you can all see little Rotgut kneeling down by the grates, and ahead of him, as described before, the same pathways. However, the only thing of note that's a little more interesting, since it's really quick. Vywin, are you the only other character with superior dark vision?
I think so. Everyone else probably know better than me.
Yeah, I don't have
Gotcha.
any.
Because all right,
I don't
and
have
I
any.
know. Yeah, I figured you too. So okay, Vywin, you can see the rooms clearly. However, the Mucho Mino and Magnus, all that you can see before you is a completely dark hallway, except for red lights as they just spin by every now, casting eerie red shadows from Rotgut in front of you. You can tell it's Rotgut, but as it's spinning around, it's a little bit disorienting. With all this information, Rotgut, were you going to go down into the grates again?
Yeah, no, it seems like an interesting direction to explore in.
Alrighty. Everyone is looking forward, and you could just see Rotgut. He lifts up the little access grate, and he jumps on inside, and then he closes it on top of him. Now, Rotgut, the only two ways you can go is you can go back towards through the doorway you came, except underneath, or you can go forward. However, the only access is if you go forward, there is only one bend that goes to the left.
I guess I'm going to the left.
Alrighty. As the rest of the party looks down and sees Rotgut, he just begins scurrying across the pipes, and then he just disappears out of view once he goes up into the room that is in front of you. Does the party wish to follow Rotgut, or does the party wish to wait?
I don't think I'd fit up there. Ooh.
It does look like it would be an extremely tight squeeze for you, but you could technically fit in there, just not comfortably.
Well, you don't know if you don't try.
That sounds
That's
like
true.
you're volunteering to go first, Mephisto.
Well, I suppose. Couldn't hurt. I am the leader after all. I should lead this.
Yeah, get on down the hole there, cannon bottle.
Alrighty. Magnus, you go down into the grate?
Yeah.
Alright, just confirming. Alright, as you slip down, the same passages are before you, except you see Rotgut crawling up ahead towards you, and it looks like he's going to take the only path that he can. Do you wish to follow as well?
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. The rest of you guys, are you going to follow in suit?
Why, when I insist after you.
Rotgut think not everyone go in tunnel. Some big people stay up in case up thingies need big peopling.
Big people.
Well, I just hope they're smart enough to figure that out for themselves. Or they could hear us, maybe.
They
Might wanna
can
shout
hear
that.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's like a grate that separates us from them, so we can see each other.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they can both see and hear you.
Okay, I missed that. That's bad. All right. Ooh.
Yeah. I think this is like when you drive over one of those platforms to get your oil changed. There's like a guy underneath you.
That is exactly what it's like, except there are
Right.
metal bars.
I can picture it now.
You two go down there and do reconnaissance. Wow. Mucho men, is guards me as the most valuable person.
No, no,
Alrighty.
no, my friend. We guard each other. This is a partnership. This accent will be slipping in and out.
It's a tag team. That's good to know. Oh, we're in a tag match session now.
Rotgut think that kind of gay.
In the future, some things are kind of gay. Now,
Undone.
with that, okay, with that being said, those guys are moving forward. Mucho and Vinwin, are you going to head forward as well?
Why, when you know damn well I can't see as well as you can now. So you, I must insist, lead the way.
Well, that is the natural order, isn't it?
It is
I
logical.
wouldn't go that far.
Hold my hand as I guide through this darkness.
All right.
I grab your hand and just slightly crush. Just put a little bit too much pressure.
Ooh, a little love crush.
Oh, Vywin's gonna be like your Miss Elizabeth.
No one can ever match the beauty of Miss Elizabeth. Yeah.
Elizabeth. Oh my god.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's
Oh.
good.
That deserves an applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was good.
Oh my god. Veal Venus.
Damn. They just write themselves now, don't they?
Wywin don't get a big head. The last partner I had got a big head, and me and Bulk Bovine were never the same.
Bovine. Okay.
John Oxley.
That's good. That's great.
I had to get one.
Oh man. This is so good.
Actually,
Alright.
Rotgut, you remind me of a friend I had once, a Spriggan wrestler named Spring. Yeah, he wore face paint and had a bat.
Retro with bat?
It was a different time where I was from.
Rotgut not think that association rules.
I like this very much.
Rotgut not understand Kefabe.
Kefabe was my mentor.
So we're heading to the left.
Yes. So as both parties head forward now, the only way that Rotgut and Magnus can go is to the left in your view. Now, for the other two, as you continue forward and you enter into the room, there is about a 10 by 10 square of flat steel that blocks a little bit of your vision from Rotgut in them. However, you can still see them. Now, they only have one way to go. However, you guys on the surface have three options. You could either follow the Rotgut party, or you can continue straight if you wish. There is another access, which is where the red eerie light is coming from. And however, immediately to your right, there's another hallway that seems to go very far that way. But it is also black. And then when you can only see about halfway through, and it looks like it comes into a cross section just about halfway up the hall. And let's see, about 40 feet forward. And it looks like to the left, there is a passageway or a doorway. And to the right, it looks like there is a hallway going that way. But yet it continues straight on, but it's too dark for you to see down that far. Which way do you two wish to go?
What do you think? Do we continue on following Rotgut and Magnus?
Who knows where
Or
they might
perhaps
be headed?
deviate?
But that red light there makes me think it might be a warning symbol. Not warning symbol. What the hell am I thinking of? Kind of a guiding light. Yeah, that's it. That might bring us towards the escape pods.
This could be the case.
You guys
Could
better
also be perhaps an alarm.
But in the darkness, yeah, dig it. The light always shines the way. Yep.
You know what? This time we're gonna go with your plan. All right, let's go.
Well, you
All
lead
right,
the
you
way.
two are going to follow the light.
Follow the light.
Alrighty. Does Magnus and Rocket have anything to say as you watch your fellow party members go down the other hallway?
Wait, why you go that way? We need this like puzzle with who part. We do our part, you do your part. Solve puzzle.
We're trying to meet a space anglerfish.
Yeah, that.
Right, good.
don't you bugger escape without me.
We're trying to think a few moves ahead. You're playing checkers, we're playing chess. Dig it.
A few moves.
Go get eat by anglefish. All Rotgut cares.
We'll meet back again, I believe it.
Meat and fish belly.
Good one, Rotgut.
Alrighty. All right, you
Rotgut
two.
push
Oh,
forward.
go ahead. Okay. So, I'll get right back to the Rotgut crew. As you two follow the light, you enter into a small L-shaped hallway. And it goes down to the left, and then it cuts back straight the way you were going. As you continue forward, you go past the light, past a few more propaganda posters, and then you make the left, and you continue going straight. You have now entered what appears to be a T or a cross section in the hallway. Straight in front of you is another one of the yellow and black striped, emergency doors that you've been going through. And to the left and the right, there appear to be two solid blue doors of the same make as the black and yellow ones, but they are just both entirely painted blue. Above the one to your right, there appears to be a green arrow pointing down. To the left, there appears to be a red arrow pointing down. Now you could either go back the way you came, obviously go through the black and yellow door as you have been, or you can choose one of these blue doors to the left and right. Which way do you wish to go?
So many options. No. If we make another left, that'll bring us back now, wouldn't it? Closer towards where they were going?
It seems that way.
Makes sense to me. I say go left.
Alrighty. I imagine Mucho Man wants to pull the lever.
Pull it.
Alrighty. As you pull the lever to open the door manually, the blue doors slide open. And before you appears to be an old elevator shaft. However, there's no elevator in front of you. There is just two cables, and then there is up, and then there is down.
Perhaps a different route.
Yeah, I'll be honest,
We
I've
don't want
never
to get
been...
too far away from them. At least try to stay on the same floor.
Yeah, plus I've never been too great at rope climbing, no.
Ooh.
Let's Think you had a good idea there, Vywin. Let's go back. Yeah.
Right. We double back.
Are you gonna double back all the way back to Rotgut's direction, or just double back into the hallway? Sorry.
Just back into the hallway, I think. right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. Now, your other two options again are to the right is the green arrow door, or there is the same black and white striped emergency doors you've been saying straight in front of you.
What do you think about this green arrow doll? Think it could be a trap?
Green means go. Does that mean go out or go to our demise?
Oh, in here, go fall into my trap. It's green, so it must be good. Only red things are bad.
Ooh, reverse psychology.
If I shoot a green barrel and it blows up, only a red barrel.
Mm.
This is canon.
This is true.
This is canon.
If you shoot a green barrel, something good happens. I think.
Exactly. Just health pours into you.
Goodbye.
You wish to go through the green door then?
Eh. Can you use your animal instincts to find out what danger lies beyond?
I imagine that would be an intelligence luck check.
I'll give it my best, but my intelligence is not too intelligent.
With a big old cow whiff.
Yeah, that's over a terrible failure. I got an
It
18.
seems like that's exactly where you should go.
God.
I smell no danger whatsoever.
Well, I trust your nose.
Uh,
Unless, of course, we should go back to noble Rotgut.
Now, you could still take his vice into account, but you still feel very strongly about that door being a good idea.
Everything tells me green is good. If you want to go back to the little man and the other little man, we can. But I think this way is just fine. Yep. Unless you can convince me otherwise.
Hmm. If it's so good, then perhaps it would be beneficial for us to have the whole party upon going through this door. Perhaps regroup and then try it.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Alrighty.
Let's do it.
Then you two are going to go back and find Rotgut and Magnus?
Let's regroup. Yep.
All
if you
right.
can find it, we've probably escaped by now.
Well, that's what we're going to find out right now as they're heading back to where they know you guys last were. So, Rotgut and Magnus, as you guys are heading down, you continue down the path as you were going before. However, in about 50 feet, you come to your first cross section. Now, you can see that you can continue going straight the way you guys are going. You could hook to the right, or you can hook to the left. To the right seems to be another long corridor going straight and then hooking what would be to the right yet again. Or you can hook to the left, and that seems to take you down a path that's just a little bit crooked, like in a zigzag formation. And then it continues on going left. Which direction would you guys like to go? So far, and also the pipes are still in the same positions as you've been following them. The big pipes are on the right-hand side, and the smaller water-like pipes are on the left.
What's it going to be, Rotgut? So
Rotgut,
far,
big pipes, mechanical, little pipes for toilet or something.
well, it's good to know. So, so which way do you want to go?
Escape pod, not toilet. We go right.
Okay, you sure you don't need to go? Because you probably, if you need to go and we're in the escape pod, that's going to be awkward.
Rotgut,
So.
go on floor.
Not
This
again.
is true. He already went.
This
really
not new information.
We need to potty train you, understand?
It's established fact about Rotgut.
Well, let's just get to the pods then.
Rocket lore.
Yes, yes.
Alrighty. As you head down the path, it goes straight and then hooks right yet again. As Rotgut looks down the pipe, you can see it continues straight for about 30 feet, and then it hooks another right.
And if we continue hooking right, we are following the large pipe.
Yes.
Okay, I want to see where that pipe ends.
Me too.
Alrighty. So you're just going to follow that pipe all the way?
Follow the pipe.
Alrighty. While you guys are following that pipe really quick, I just want to get back to the other two. So
Okay.
you guys have entered the room where you've last saw Rotgut and Magnus, and they are obviously not there anymore. However, you can see the direction in which they went. And that would be to Mr. Fatagenet's eyes. You can see the way they went, there is a door blocking the path in the direction they went.
We need to get through this door somehow.
It is the same yellow and black striped emergency doors that you have been seeing.
Lever, who's got the lever? Yeah.
Mr. Fatagenet, you are able to guide his hand towards the lever,
Yep.
if you so desire.
Yeah, put his hand on the lever.
Alrighty. And I imagine you pull it down?
Pull.
Alright. Just asking for confirmation.
Hmm?
Alright, as you guys pull down the lever, the door opens in front of you, and you could see this room is actually lit in light. It is a cross-section hallway. However, this entire upper area that you guys are walking on seems to be covered in some sort of crystalline, like, mucousy substance that's all around the walls, up and
Okay.
down. And it looks like in the one corner, there appears to be about five 3-foot sized sacks that all look that they have been bursted open, as if some sort of creatures have emerged out of them.
Mm.
I'm getting a different
Reminds me.
feeling than I did when I was looking down that
Yeah,
hallway.
that looks very inviting, doesn't it?
Go ahead and hop in.
As you step into the room, you are presented with the directions either to go forward, and forward you could see that this room opens up, and you could see the grates underneath you again. However, about 20 feet forward, there appears to be a gray door. To the left and to the right, there are 2 hallways. The right hallway goes in that zigzag formation that I described to Nate and them before. And to the left, there is a straight hallway that also hooks to the right. Which way do you guys wish to go?
Can you catch a smell of them at all? Tell which direction they went, boy?
Watch it with that boy crap.
You catch a whiff?
I'll give it a try.
You know what? Give me a perception check.
That I can do. Oh, that's a 20. That's a terrible failure.
Unfortunately, the only thing you could smell is a weird, sort of earthy, yet sort of decaying smell that is reeking off of all this substance that's around you, whatever this cocoony, pupate sort of stuff is.
Oh man, no. All I smell is just disease. This is horrible.
Oh, no.
I gotta step out of this room. Yeah. Oh, God.
It is quite noxious. Now it leaves
How
you with.
about
Oh, go ahead.
perhaps the zigzaggy one?
The second he says that, I just head down the zigzag hallway just to try and get away from this damn smell.
Alrighty. As you guys head down that room, you come upon yet another black and yellow door. Do you wish to pull the lever and go through this one as you have so many before?
I think I can still feel the smell in the air, so I just go right for the door.
Alrighty. You hit the lever and the doors open, and I will describe them to you in just a minute. As we get back to Magnus and Rotgut, as you follow the pipe, it eventually leads into about a 40-foot opening. And you could see that there appear to be just a shit ton of wires that are in all directions that are just sort of being haphazardly fed into this pipe. But they all go up to the upper floor above you. However, you do not see any sort of grating. It just appears to be all solid panels in front of you as of right now. And there only appears to be one exit, and that would be hooking to the right that takes you straight down the hall.
Okay, so the floor above us, like we're
Yeah.
in the maintenance tunnel underneath things. So
Correct.
the main level above us is where all these wires terminate.
Correct.
How sturdy is this grating? Just wondering.
The grating behind you, it's pretty strong. They're all made out of a material that is known as plasteel. So it has the strength of stainless steel, yet a sort of flexibility of plastic. So it's an extremely durable material, and it's very hard to break without proper tools.
That's what the floor grating is made out of?
Yes.
Hmm.
And you could assume that that's the same substance that's above you as well. It's just solid paneling rather than grating.
Oh, so we can't see the floor above us because it's a solid panel.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't see the floor straight above you or through it. That's why I didn't describe where all the wires that are coming from up there come from. You could just see that there are areas where they're dropping down, like there are feed tubes that allow many different wires to come down. But you can see, obviously, the grating behind you, and then you could see that there's also light coming from a hall to the right outside of this room.
Rotgut wish Rotgut spent more time on cable management. Rotgut not remember what wires go to.
Oh, bugger.
Could I
Well,
actually have... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Rotgut think maybe Rotgut stay here, wait for signal in case you need Rotgut hamper with wire.
Okay.
Maybe
well,
you find way up.
right. I'll see what I can do.
By the way,
Um,
every party member here hears a voice come over on the Vox. 2 hours till self-destruction.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
We gotta find these
Let's-
guys.
Let's get going. So we've
Really
got
quick. Oh, one
is
more
there a
thing
whole-
before I let you guys finish. Can I kindly have from Magnus and from Rotgut, can I have perception checks?
Oh, okay.
Am I any good at perception?
I'm not. Okay.
Yeah, no, I got an 8. Let's find out.
Yeah, same. Uh,
Oh no.
Yeah, that ain't it.
We are getting a lot of 20s tonight.
It is that kind of night, it seems. Alrighty. So you guys still see as I described before.
is there a hole in the ceiling? Did you say?
There appears to be a little like a hatch that'll allow you to go up and into that room.
Right. Can I get to that easily?
Yeah, you could easily. All you gotta do is just get on your feet proper and then just pull it down towards you and then push up.
Okay, well I'll do that then.
Alrighty. As you pull the lever down, you hear a small hiss come from it, and then you just give it a little bit of pressure and you are able to open the panel up so that you can go up into that room. Now, before you go up, what you can see immediately is there appears to be a solid blue glow in this room.
Hmm.
Now, with that information, you still wish to go up into this room?
It's a bit glowy up here, Rotgut. You didn't say anything about glowing things.
Maybe glow is good. Yes, glow is good. Yeah.
I don't trust the glowy things.
Rotgut want to see glowy things with own eyes.
Sort of bluey and glowy. Come up here, you should have a look.
Yeah, he'll clamber up.
Alrighty. As you go up into the room, you can see that this appears to be not only the server rooms, but also the main computer room as well. Now, not only do you see all the servers and the main access computer as well, you also notice that on the floor there appears to be some sort of summoning circle. And around it, there appears to be 4 candlesticks equally placed apart. And in the center, there appears to be some sort of black offering bowl. And inside, you could see that there are completely shaven human skulls with flesh still on them.
Flesh still on skulls.
Yes.
Are they shrunken heads or something?
Rotgut.
Nope.
Rotgut. Kind of hungry.
Oh no.
Rotgut want little skull snack.
Oh, what the hell? Indulge yourself, mate. You've earned it.
They look more like this to give you an idea.
Rotgut, glad you one of cool ones, Captain.
I like to think I'm yes, I lead with coolness rather than with cruelness.
Rotgut think it hard to work with so many tasty humans and not be let eat humans.
I understand completely. And this is your opportunity to indulge yourself a little bit.
Rotgut think circle bad news. Rotgut also think maybe water pipe, not water, maybe fuel.
Well,
Maybe
we're working
now
things out.
follow water pipe.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty. Really quick, while you guys are... Oh, I should also state other things in this room besides the computers and the horrific discovery in front of you. There are 3 doors as well. Straight in front of you, there appears to be a gray door. And to the left and right of you seem to be those black and yellow striped doors.
And we don't remember anything. We've all got some kind of amnesia.
Yeah. The only thing that you guys can really remember is that you were going to war against the machine men. You remember all the atrocities that the machine men were, accusing across the galaxy, but you do not have memories of, the majority of your immediate past. You can only remember from your childhood up to maybe when you guys were just like when you signed up to join the war effort. That's about what you have. So there's a few years missing.
Another follow up. Does anybody label these doors? Like, are we?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, all I was going to say is there were labels on the door. However, they were all on black electronic signs that would, be able to be read. You know how like in, the lights go by and it'll be in that classic, like, oh, I forget what they call it, but that old red clock line font.
Oh, the 7-segment display.
Thank you. Yes, that's exactly how they go. But unfortunately, with the power outage, you cannot read them anymore.
Okay.
Rotgut like this door.
I'll pick the one without the yellow black lines on them.
Alrighty.
I agree. This is much more sophisticated. This is my kind
Alright.
of door.
Now, can I have a strength check to see if you can open the door?
Nose goes.
Magnus, would you like to try
Yeah,
and
it's
open
all
the door?
Magnus. I got 7 strength.
Oh, okay. Stand aside, Rotgut.
Here comes the mighty
See how
leader.
See how a man does it? Okay. My stroke's not that great.
Oh, it's
Ooh.
perfectly cromulent.
Yeah, you just suddenly you flex your arm and with all your muscle, you manage to just quickly pull the handle down. You can still feel the strength, the tightness in your arm from pulling with your strength, but you do manage to get it successfully down.
Rotgut in awe of lever pulling skill. Rotgut know why they make you captain.
I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
It's just what
As
I do on a day basis.
As you guys pull that door open, you can see straight down the cross section, and you guys hear noise coming from what would be the left hall of the cross section hallway in front of you. And the sounds that you're hearing is
Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
That sounds like some sort of monster or something. I don't want to go there. I'm getting a bad vibe.
Rotgut
What do you think?
non-zero chance that is demon.
Let's peg it as in the opposite direction.
Good? Yeah.
Alrighty, so are you guys going to go into the cross section? Are you going to go straight, or your other option would be to the right, the direction you're facing?
Right sounds good to me.
Yeah, we'll go right.
Alrighty. You guys go up, and then you hook a right, and I'll get right back to you. Now, you other two, as you open the door, in front of you, you can see that there appear to be, give me 1 sec, let me roll my magic die here. Oh, that's not a slash at all. Okay, in front of you, there are 4 large mantis-like creatures, and they appear to be all huddled in the center of this room, and they appear to be noshing on what appears to be a former scorn. But as soon as you open the door, they all quick snap their mantis-like heads your way, chewing on flesh. they freeze and they stare at you and begin to click their mandibles together rapidly. What do you guys do?
I say blast them.
Gonna start blasting?
I haven't had action in
do you
so
think?
long.
Mucho.
How many of them are there?
4.
How big are they?
They are about 7 feet tall, and they are mantis-like.
Only slightly shorter than me.
I'll get a picture of them. Ba-doo.
Have to move forward somehow to connect with the rest of the party. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's some roundabout non-combat way we can schmooze the mantis creatures.
All right. I posted what they look like in art, just if you guys wish to look.
Cool.
Okay.
By the way, is anybody hosting a map that I'm not looking at?
Nope. No, there
Okay.
is no map. There would have been a map, but computers got fried.
I feel that.
Maybe we should see if we can take a couple pot shots at them. Maybe reduce their numbers before we start charging in. Yeah.
You hit them high and I'll hit them low.
Hell yeah.
I take a knee. Aim,
All
start firing.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I take out my pistol called the smoking gun with 2 ends, and I do the same thing.
Nice. All right. Can I kindly have your initiative rolls, please?
I rolled a 14 over my 12.
Alrighty. So then it will go in this order from greatest success to, excuse me, to the failure. So it'll go, Orion, you'll go first, then I will go, then it will be Joey's turn. All right.
Okay.
So with that being said, Orion, would you like to start blasting?
Try to blast it right in its eye. Yeah, right in the big mantis-y eye.
Ooh, nice. Are you going to do an aim before that by chance?
I would aim it.
All right, because that'll give you a +2 to the roll. But the only thing is then that's all you can do is aim and make the shot.
Yeah, that's fine for now.
No problem. Just wanted to clarify that before, telling you, hey, you could do this. And then you're like, why can't I move? That's all.
Yeah.
All righty. Go ahead and make the shot.
Okay. Phew.
Oh,
That's
damn.
1.
Oh, wait, no, that's
Yeah.
right. I'm thinking wrong.
no.
Yeah, that's... But,
Oh,
all righty.
damn.
That's no good.
I don't want the 1. Right.
Fuck.
So the laser goes and just completely whiffs off to the side of his head. It would have hit the eye if it wasn't too far to the left. Alrighty. And with that, they are pissed. You can see their eyes go from black to a solid red color. And now all 4 of them come right at you. That one's a miss. Actually, why don't I do this? That'll make that way easier.
Oof.
There we go. Okay. So
Oh.
2 misses and 2 hits. And 1 is a critical. Alrighty. So the first one comes up to you, Orion, and he just Vinwin, and he grabs you by the shoulders, and then he just goes and bites right into your chest. You will take, let's see.
Oh.
All right, so you will take 9 damage.
Hey.
Do not forget you can roll. You have your armor if you're wearing any, so that will reduce the amount of damage you take.
Okay.
All right, and Joey, another one comes for you. As he reaches up and he just goes and bites right into your calf.
But not my baby. Sorry.
That was the joke. Thank you.
Oh.
All right.
Ah, get off me, you freak!
So you take 5 to the calf.
And now, how does that, just real quick, sorry, how does that work with armor? Because just subtract
No
the armor
problem.
from the damage?
Yeah. Yeah,
Got it.
your defense basically works as your AC roll, and armor will be your, like, pretty much the damage soak. So whatever that number is, you just subtract that from the damage you take.
Okay.
And before we continue combat, I just want to pause for 1 second. All right, Magnus and Rotgut, as you guys are going down the right hallway, you hear directly behind you from the hallway that you heard all the noises coming from. You can hear the sounds of your companions in the middle of combat, and you hear lasers being fired. What do you two
Can we
wish to do?
Can we tell that it's our companions?
Oh, you could definitely tell it's them, because you could definitely tell the difference of a Taur scream, and you could hear the drawl of your antebellum elf.
Rotgut think Mucho just got a bit in calf.
Well, I guess we better get over there and check if your theory holds water.
Rotgut strapped.
And he will produce, I don't know where, but a firearm.
All right. So,
Hey, Rotgut, let's get going. Let's get this on.
all right. There will be 1 turn of combat before you guys reach them. And when you do reach them, you guys will be joining Joey in the initiative order.
Okay.
Just really quick, what are your guys' passive initiatives?
That is a number I remembered to calculate.
Passive, is that just regular initiative?
You're just
number?
standard your initiative. Yeah, sorry.
11.
That
12.
average of int and dex.
Yeah.
Mine's 12.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll still be the first in the order after the monsters. I'm just trying to figure out who goes
Mine
after
is
you.
16.
Gotcha.
All right. So
Ooh.
it'll go Joey, then it'll go Nate, and then it'll go Daryl. All right. And with that, we come back up to the top of combat. So we're gonna have 1 more round of combat until they get there.
Mhm.
So now you are getting bit in the chest, Mr. Fatagenet. What do you wish to do right now?
Pistol, throat of thing, blast,
All right.
point blank.
Understood. No problem. With this, I'm going to give you advantage on trying to hit him because he's literally on top of you. Now, it's not easy because you're still fighting, but it's a much easier shot to make. So go ahead and start blasting.
Okay, that's
Ooh.
something.
Nice.
All right, nice. Even with advantage. Roll 1 more just to see if you get the natural 20. All right, give me 1 sec because you rolled a 19. So I just want to make sure.
I think that's still, I think they still count.
You have a las pistol, right?
Yes.
Okay. So with the las pistol hitting the natural 19 will also reduce their armor by 1 permanently.
Nice.
Okay, sweet.
All right, go ahead and roll for that damage then. 2d6.
Sweet.
11 damage.
All righty. So as you manage to get the pistol and you blast him right in the side in the thorax, and he lets go from you screaming, touching his green blood oozing chest, and he's collapsing on the ground doing that death thrall skitter that bugs like to do. Now with that, you still have 1 action. You can make a move or you can do some sort of other minor action that's not a combat action. Anything you'd like to do?
I'm gonna probably fall back to the door. We're gonna make our escape anyway, sounds like.
All right, no problem. And with that, there are 3 that are going to make their attacks right now in that case. Ooh, and they're all going to miss real bad.
Let's go.
As they just start flailing at you with their claws and making their bites, you're able to just kind of push them away and shove them off each of you as they're clambering on you to try and eat you alive. That brings you up now, Mr. Mucho Mino.
All right. So how far am I away? So they're all going. They're all going for Vywin right now.
Vywin and you. There is one on top of you,
Okay.
and there are two that are just trying to bite either of you. You're pretty much, you guys are like all clumped together, like very close in the same area. So there's not much real room for you to like be separate. So you are free to grab any one of the three or do whatever you wish to them as you do.
Okay. Now the one that it bit me on the leg. Is it still kind of
Yes,
low down, or has it raised up by now?
That one is still down on your leg, trying to take more chomps out of you.
Since he's down there, I still have the gun in hand. I'll just point it right at his head and take a shot right in the back of his
Alrighty.
head.
The same as Vywin, you also have advantage on the shot with him being literally right on top.
First one was a 13. Second one's a 19.
All right. What gun are you using?
The smoking gun, which is it's just a las pistol.
All right, gotcha. Okay, just to, so you also have the -1 armor reduction. So go ahead and roll that blast, 2d6.
6. Come on. And 5.
Good.
11.
Alrighty. So you very much in the same are able to just put your gun against his temple and you just blast him straight through his buggy skull. And you could just see the gore go splattering all against the walls and down, leaking green ichor onto your hooves on the ground. Now, we'll come right back to Mr. Fatachinit. You've managed to move back a little bit, getting out of the center of the hall and moving yourselves on back. But there are still two that are pretty much like within melee range, but you could still fire. So, what do you wish to do?
How are they positioned? It's like one behind the other.
Yeah, pretty one behind the other in a staggered formation, because the hall is wide enough to at least have 1.5 people across from each other. So there's enough room to like get an arm out, or in this case, a talon out to try and slash at you. But there's one pretty much body blocking its way.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try to time it when they're
Alright.
sort of they sway one in front of the other to like line up a shot.
All right. With that, you are able to do that, though I would like you to make a luck attack if you could. Just to see if you are able to get it timed just right and blast through both of them. Alrighty. By the way, I should remind both of you guys, you do have rerolls that you could use. But I believe you only have one, because it's one per level. Correct, Nate?
I
Yeah.
believe so,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So you do
I
have a
have two.
reroll if you choose to use your reroll now.
No, I'm good.
All right. So just the laser goes straight, and they see it coming at them, and they just both dodge in opposite directions just at the right time. But you can see that your laser left little burn marks along the chitinous skin. Now, they didn't like that very much, so they are going to return in kind. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit. That's what I want.
Ooh.
Oh, alrighty. So while the one in back clearly misses swiping at you, Mucho Man, the one in front manages to just spit at you some sort of toxic goo from its mouth. And it is going to do. All right, you are going to take 5 acid damage.
Okay. Oh no, this is like the Great Muda all over again.
All right, it is burning through your clothes, and it is turning your skin into bubbles. And now, with that, Magnus, you and Rotgut finally managed to get towards the hall, and you could just see your friends in some sort of melee gunfight or gun kata sort of interaction with two giant Kreen creatures.
Who's cooking beef in here? It smells funny.
Yeah, you see Mucho Man with a big smoking acid wound on his chest.
Oh.
And also a bite taken out of his calf, and you could see that Vinwin is looking a little worse for wear as he has a chunk taken out of his chest as well. And with that, Mr. Fatagin is now back to you.
Eyes still deep into the mouth. Wow.
Alrighty. And with that, I will get advantage.
Deep into the tonsils.
Let's see if you were able to get the gun barrel straight into its mouth successfully. That seems like it's gonna happen.
Deep, sloppy.
Go for that second one. You never know if you get the 20.
We'll stick with the 17.
That is not the 20.
Stick with the 17.
The 17 is still a success, though. All right,
Take it,
2d6
yeah.
as before. Alrighty. As you stick your gun barrel into its mouth, you just pull it, and blam, the laser comes right out the back of its right-hand cheek. And you could just see that you have blasted its entire right side of its mouth off its face. And it's clutching on to the half of the mandible that is now dangling off its face as it begins to bleed profusely onto the floor, its green, vile ichor. With that, I believe that was the only one left as of right now. Or is no, there was one in the background that can make it. Here we go. Let's see if it pushes past, and it does not. It pushes into its cousin, and it manages to actually knock itself to the ground in a prone position. Now, Joey, it is your turn. What do you wish to do?
Is there anything I could climb onto?
Not really. If you want to clamber forward, you can, but there's nothing that like you could actually manage to get up on top of.
Thinking like,
It's
like
pretty
a
much-
table or a box or anything, like 3 feet up maybe. Nothing crazy.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
In the room where they've come from, there is, but not in the hallway that you've gotten back into.
Okay. All right. Well, still just the same. Seeing this one that's still there is prone on the ground. Seeing that, I'm going to, something muscle memory is gonna hit. I'm gonna see him on the ground, and I'm just gonna run up and drop a giant elbow dead in the
Yes, I was
small of his
gonna say.
back.
All right. We're going to give him the bovine elbow.
The astral
Let's do it.
elbow, yeah.
Give me that astral elbow.
It's a 10.
Alrighty.
May I have
Elbow
advantage,
hop.
sir, since it's on the floor?
It is prone. I will give you advantage on that.
Oh, sweet. That's a 13.
Oh, that was closer, but still no
not.
cigar.
Yeah.
Almost there, though. All right. As you come and you go to drop your elbow on it, it sees the elbow coming for it, and it just moves its head out of the way, and you bring your whole arm down onto the metallic floor below. You're not wounded, you're not hurt, but it didn't feel very good.
Ooh. Ah.
Now, I believe it's Rotgut's turn.
Rotgut want to kill something. Rotgut have regular, not laser pistol.
I've got a -1 from my perception score, but I have a +1 from my class, so it is a straight D20 roll to hit.
All right.
That don't happen.
All right. As you hear Rotgut bring out his plugger, he does a blap. And you could just see a spark go against the metal from where he shot.
Rotgut never shoot that before.
Doom, doom, doom. It ricochets down the hallway a little bit.
Any other movement or minor actions you would like to make?
What's in the room besides these bugs and our friends?
As you take a look past into the room, you can see that it used to be some sort of like meeting hall or a meeting room. You could see that there is just a couple tables and chairs that have been flipped around and completely moved into odd patterns, probably to make it more palatable to the Kreen.
Rotgut will slide under a table and hide there.
Alrighty. Magnus, and what the rest of you guys see is after Rocket fires and misses, he just runs past you guys in the Kreen and just dives under a table and goes for cover. All right. Now, Magnus, this brings up you.
Right, what we're looking at here is we got one bug left, right?
You got one that is clutching its jaw, bleeding. It's alive, but it's out of the fight. And you got one that is prone on the ground trying to get itself back up into the fight.
Right. I guess I'll just take my las pistol and give it a quick shot then.
Alrighty, make that shot. You also have advantage like everyone else has with the prone guy.
Alright. Ooh. What's this? What do I have to get over for this?
Normally I don't say, but for this sake, I'll let you guys know. You guys are trying to hit that 15.
Ooh. Okay. One more go then.
E.
Alrighty. And you just fire your las pistol straight into it, but you just managed to miss with your aim. And you could see the laser bounce off the plasteel floor, and it just ricochets up, and it doesn't hit Rocket at all, but it goes across his face and up into the table. And
Shit,
with
let's
that,
go.
we come back to Mr. Fataginate. There is one prone Kreen that is still a threat to you guys. The other one has managed to crawl itself back into the room and just huddle itself into a corner to either hide as best it can or to die quietly.
I shoot the prone one in what would be its dick.
All right. Shoot him in his bug dick. Go for it. Also advantage.
Oh, so close. Come on, second shot.
So I can reroll with advantage? No?
Advantage allows you to make 2 rolls, and you take the best of the 2. Oh. Once again, we
how
got
about if you
another miss.
Add the 2. That
Yeah.
would be fun.
If only it worked that way.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, this one's gonna... Oh, good. Any
that's
other
it for
minor
me.
actions you want to make?
No, I'm good.
Okay, gotcha. All right. This one's going to go for Mucho Man, and he's going to completely whiff it as he tries to grab at his legs in the prone position. And that brings us up to Mucho Man.
All right, so we're both the thing and I are both still on the ground, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna try and use my athletics real quick just to quickly get up on my hands and knees still pointed at him, and then I'm
All
gonna
right.
try and ram my horns into it.
All right, nice. Give him the horns.
When you mess with the bull, I rolled a 2.
Well, you do get the advantage, so you
Okay.
do get that second one.
Okay. This time it was a 6, no better.
Alrighty. As you just go to ram your horns into it, Now, it would have been a successful hit, except you did one tiny miscalculation. Your horns hit into the ground on both sides of the Kreen, and you are now face to face with a Kreen face. Rotgut, what do you wish to do? Oh wait, before that, actually, I'm so sorry. Is there any other actions you want to do, Mr. Mucho?
I'm gonna start shit talking right to this thing's face. Your mother was a firefly. You did. You'll never grow bigger than a pupa. You're gonna live all your life because a woman will never kill you, fuck you, and then kill you.
Just starts cutting a promo
Yeah.
in the middle of combat.
Now it is Rotgut's turn officially.
Does the Kreen react to Mucho's taunting?
You believe it does. They don't exactly emote very well, but if they could, this one would be emoting some sort of either resentment, fear, or anger. It's something, but what you're not sure.
It's awesome. This
Rotgut's
is
actually gonna walk out from under the table, holding his gun at this thing.
Right, you know what we say? You, Rotgut, think this thing know what we say. Bug thing, you know what we say?
All right, and you're speaking to the one with Mucho, correct? Just making
I'm
sure.
speaking
it's the
to
right
the one that's like still a combatant.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's the one under Mucho. Okay. As Mucho Man is insulting it for his next promo match, it kind of turns around and it looks at you, and it makes sort of like chirping and clicking sounds as it clacks its mandibles together. It seems like it's communicating, but what it's communicating, you do not know.
We kick your ass. You know what, ass kick? Take us to your ship, please. Rotgut think it good idea to take Bug ship. Bug take us to Bug ship. We not kick Bug ass. Good deal?
It looks to Mucho, looks back to you, then it looks to its wounded Kreen partner that is slumped in the corner that is missing half its jaw. And it managed to make a few clicking motions at it and a few little, chirping sounds. And you could see the other one, it can't respond in kind due to its current deformity, but it takes its claw and manages to tap on the side of the ship. And with that, it seems as if they have surrendered the fight. With that information, you guys, I'll let you know this, you're technically out of combat. However, if you wish, you can still, in this case, take advantage and smush them if you wish.
No smush Bug. Bug take us to Bug ship.
Well, I mean, we could smush Bug. I mean, let's consider it
I'd
at
sort
least.
of grab Magnus by the shoulder and whisper to him, "There'll be time for that after we're safely off of this."
Good point. Good point.
I would say in a whisper again.
Well said.
Understood.
And I'm still right there. I don't trust these bugs. I don't believe them for a second. They're gonna lead us to the other rest of these freaks, and they're gonna try and kill us again. I
I,
say
for
we
one, am
smush them.
very apologetic. I blasted half the face off of our new arthropodic allies.
Yes, jolly unfortunate about all of that. Sorry about the mix-up again.
Have all of you gone space crazy?
Yes, I've bloody gone
Hostage,
space
not
crazy.
bad deal, Bug. Rotgut hostage lots of times.
Fine, but I don't like it. Pushes myself up
Well,
the
as long
wall.
as it gets us out, as long as it gets us out of here, that's a good thing.
So
We can
where
worry
is
about-
this ship?
You can see Kreenet is wounded. It takes a bit of its green glowing Icarish blood and it dips its finger into it. and it then goes to the floor, and it starts sketching out a map for you guys. And with that, give me 1 second. All right. And after maybe, I'll say a good 3-5 minutes, this is what he sketches out for you guys. By the way, just so you all know, I put it in the maps channel.
Oh, holy
Awesome.
shit, he's a good sketcher.
I must admit, you've got some skills, green boy.
Bloody pipe mania.
This almost,
Frodo is very mad that the car is coming in.
this almost looks like Signalis.
To give you an idea where you guys have come from, if you see the center room with the red arrow, that was the cryo room that you guys started in. You went left, you went the down hallway, then you hooked that area going down again. Then you went left into that zigzag room, and that green room that you see there with the red arrow pointing at it, that is the room you guys are currently in, if that makes sense.
I don't see anything in this map that looks like a dock.
Or escaping, yeah.
I will gladly explain that. So, the Kreen points to that room that I've pointed out where you guys are. By the way, did everyone follow?
Mhm.
To which room did we got?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure everyone's clear. All right, he points from the room that you guys are in, and he takes you guys back the way you came, and he takes you through. Let's see, if we follow, I should describe it to you this way. If you go out the way you guys came through that zigzag to the cross hallway, you would then go upwards past the yellow and black door. Then you would hook the left into the zigzag room where there's that cross hallway, which is where you two guys were before, where you saw the elevator in the green room. And then there is that door that goes immediately to the left that goes into the other green room. He keeps going past through that hallway that connects to the other green room. Then he follows that hallway up and then hooks the left that goes off the map. And then he just points there and he makes clacking noises. And then he takes his hand and he makes a flying motion with them.
You one of good bugs. Rotgut, sorry, Rotgut, judge bugs.
If this ain't the way, Bugman, I'm coming back for your head. You...
The one that drew the map that no longer has a right jaw just kind of points to its jaw dangling from it.
I'll take the rest of it.
It puts all 4 of its hands up in surrender.
All right, Bugman. We'll see what happens.
All right. With that, is there anything else you guys would like to do or look at in this room?
Rotgut, pretty sure we bout to explode.
If my
I pick up
internal...
one of our newfound bug allies and start making my way in the direction of his ship.
Alrighty. I assume everyone else follows in suit?
I will.
I'll take up
All
the
right.
Follow
rear.
me.
Hey, Rotgut, are you going to
Go
stay
over
under the
here.
table?
Nah, I'm following the party.
Alright, I assume so. Alrighty. So, the Kreen take you through the hallways that you guys came from and takes you right back to that cross hallway that Mr. Fataginate and Mr. Mucho Man were standing in before. With that, they point to the door that continues left. And you could see that they're making hand signals at you, trying to communicate something to you. The one takes its finger, he dips it in the blood again, and then on the wall, he carves out some sort of rudimentary figure. And it looks to be some sort of large. The only way I could describe it to you, because it's just an outline, is like imagine if you did the outline of a Sasquatch-looking creature. That's what he draws on the wall, and then he points at that door.
Watch out, boys. We got space squatches about.
If you're saying what I think you're saying, maybe there's another way we can go around. The map was pretty sprawling, yeah.
I don't want to deal with a bloody Astro Squatch today. It wasn't on my to-do list.
I'm definitely in. I'm not in a position for any more combat.
Well, the Kreen does point out that he could take you the long way if you wish.
I think that
He
Um,
makes a
how
hand
long
motion.
has
And,
it been since we got our 2-hour warning?
oh, you have 1 minute till you get the next one.
Oh, it's real time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely real time.
I caught on to that, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
we're
it's
kind of
worth
fucked
it.
up from combat.
Yeah. By the way, you guys can look at the map now officially as a reference.
What are the resting rules?
The resting rules are you can sit down for a short rest. Excuse me. And a short rest, I believe, is about 15 minutes. And I think you get how much HP? Give me 1 sec. I'll actually look it up really quick. Alrighty. So a short rest here from what I am taking a look at here is you can heal up. You can take 15 minutes and you can gather back what would be your constitution score in hit points back. Otherwise, if it's negative, you only get 1 hit point back.
Is our constitution modifier and hit points back?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, unless it's negative, then it's a single hit point.
Okay, so I have stem cells. I don't know if anybody else has stem cells.
Hmm.
I don't
Anybody
think I
else
can
got
share
stem
them.
cells?
Not I.
Nope, I've got 2 hearts, but not stem cells.
Yeah. You can share them if you want, right? Or are they connected to like cyberware?
Yeah, it's like an implant. I don't think I can share them.
Okay, an
Nice.
implant you can't.
Okay, so apparently I'm the only person that doesn't suck at healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
1 hour till self-destruction.
We need to make an assessment, boys.
Okay, Bug Boy. Take us to your ship now. Pronto.
Now,
Right.
do we?
It clacks and then it takes its 4 hands together and it does a sort of bug bow. And the two of them press forward and they begin to lead you. If you follow the map, they take you back out of the hallway through the zigzag. And this time, once you're in that little 4-way cross hall, they take you upwards north. They hook the left all the way up at the top, take you down that hallway. They take you south, and then they proceed to bring you towards a gray door and to the left. And they begin pointing to the lever.
I oblige.
Alrighty. As Mucho Man pulls the door open, you can see it is yet another blackened hallway. They begin to lead you down, and then they look in the room that would be to your left of the way you are facing. It is another hallway in a zigzag pattern. However, they stop there and they look back at you guys, and then they give you another warning, and they draw the same Squatch figure again, but they add a question mark after it.
So we have the possibility of some Astro Squatch in the vicinity, it seems.
They both give you a claw up.
Rotgut, go in quiet.
I think we might need to take our chances, yeah.
I want to try and scout ahead.
Alrighty. You could do that if Mucho Man opens the door a little crack, enough for you to get on in.
Push the lever
Would you
down.
guys like to do that?
Go ahead, brave
Yeah,
little
sounds good
green
to me.
one. Let's give it a try.
I got hit points to burn.
Alrighty.
Gently press down the lever just that it opens enough to let him through.
No problem. Alrighty. And you're going to squeeze on through, but you can get in without any effort, so there's no check in this one. Does Rotgut enter the room?
Oh yeah, Rotgut will head on in.
Alright. As you squeeze your way into it, you find yourself in yet another black, dark room, although you are able to see inside of it. And it appears to be various corpses littering the corners of this room. You can see a lot of them are bones of scorn. Some are bones of bones of humans, and some of them are even hollowed out husks of Kreen dead.
Cool.
But there
Good
are
sign.
there are two doors. There's obviously the door to the left, and then the door to the right, and the door you came through. Both doors to the left and the right are gray, just like the door you came through. And there are no markers letting you know what goes through. The only thing you do know is from looking at the map, if you take what would be the left door from the way you are facing, that'll take you into what is apparently the Squatch room. Right now, you are currently completely by yourself.
Okay. First things first. Do any of these corpses have anything on them?
Loot.
Since
Would you like to search through them?
Yeah, we might be facing a squatch soon, so I'd like to get some resources.
All right. Can I kindly have a perception check as you rummage through them?
Ooh, yeah, that is a stat for sure. But I passed.
Hey, all right. Is it a great success or just a success?
Just a success. My perception's ass.
All right, no problem. All right, as you begin rummaging through the bones and the debris, you do manage to come across an old soldier's belt. And inside the pocket, you do manage to find yourself 2 crack grenades.
Crack grenades, they
Crack.
make you high?
I was gonna say the same thing.
They're called crack grenades because they have a very distinct crack sound explosion, but they also send a bunch of fragmentation around. So think of them like a hand grenade plus a nail bomb all in one.
Made of crack.
Made of crack.
Okay. And where do I need to head to continue scouting out the path to our supposed escape ship?
That would be in the door that doesn't lead you towards the space squad.
Cool. I'm gonna check out that door.
Good idea.
Alrighty, you can totally check out the door as it's covered in blood and viscera, although you would have to try and open it to see what's on the other side.
That's a strength check?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm gonna try it. Oh, great success.
All right.
Go.
Nice.
Right.
So, as Rocket, you manage to leap up, and you just use the weight of your body to just naturally pull it down. And then once your feet touch, you use what little upper strength you got to finish it. And the door hisses open. As you look down, is a completely blackened out hall. But you can see this hall is completely covered in gore, red, brown, and green. There's
Very
one
metal.
there's one hallway that hooks up to the right that you can't see quite down yet.
Peek my nose
Okay,
to the door.
I think that's enough scouting. I'm gonna go back to the door crack.
Alrighty.
Is it safe there, buddy?
Rotgut not see space squatch. Rotgut do see blood everywhere. Who have good arm?
And he will hold out the 2 crack grenades.
All right. I also posted a picture just if you want a little reference for these guys.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's good at throwing things, but
I'll take those.
okay.
I'm good at throwing
All right.
bodies around, but not so much tiny grenades.
Getting the grenades rule just in case they're needed. Alrighty. The party want to go through in Rotgut's direction, I assume?
Yeah. I'll open the door all the way if there's no objections.
For me.
That's good.
Let's
Alrighty.
get out of here.
As you manage to bust it open, you are greeted with the same display of gore and viscera that I've described to Rotgut before. And as you guys enter and look at the right hallway, in which the way you would be facing, you can see that hallway is also completely covered in gore and viscera all the way down. And it continues on hooking right past where you guys can see.
Looks like the aftermath of some hardcore matches I had in the Astral Dome. Yeah.
I fucking love that. The Astral Dome. Oh man. That
Mucho
also
Man,
implies
friend.
there will be a Madison Square Station. I love this. Right. You guys wish to continue down the path?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, sure.
As you guys go down the hall, you hook a right, and you could see you could either go straight or you can hook left. But you all know that left is the way the Kreen have pointed. But something you guys take notice now, the Kreen are behind you guys now. They're still following. They haven't acted hostile, but they are behind you.
I think if I noticed that, I'd be like, no, boys. You go in front. I insist. And grab them like by the shoulders and push them forward.
They look at each other, then they look at you, and then they point to the door handle.
Stay close to me. And I'll open the door with them right. Like I'll make sure. Like maybe I'm just like holding them both in my one arm while I open the lever with the other.
Alrighty. As you begin to open the door, it opens wide into a pitch black hall, and you guys are all hit with a huge gust of cold wind blowing right at your faces. And for the first time, you guys get some sort of hint of fresh air. It didn't even dawn on you all till now that you've been breathing in stagnant, stale air. But now that it has entered your nostrils and your lungs, you can feel fresh air for the first time, and it sort of reinvigorates you. With that information, go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like a new Tor again.
Do they recover some hit points?
You know what? Why not? I'll give you all 1 hit point.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll take it.
I will take that. Yeah.
Alrighty. With that, the Kreen point down the hall, and they make flying motions. But they also put their hands up to their mandibles, and they are giving you a sort of like shush symbol.
I think Horny would seeing this. Don't you tell me to shut up, boy. Now we're going, and we'll be going now. Don't you tell me what to do. I'll squash you like the bugs on my windshield. Yeah.
Oh no, he's
As-
bugging out.
And as you saw, the puns, as you begin shouting at the Kreen, you all can hear Mucho Man's voice echo down the hall. And then you also hear an unfamiliar echo come back from down that hall.
I think once I hear that,
What do you wish to do?
I think I would stop mid-sentence. It's like, and I turn back to the Bugs. Are those your boys waiting down there to ambush us? Hmm?
They give you 8 arms crossed in an X pattern.
Oh, that's serious. I actually, for once, believe them. I know that symbol.
They stand there, waiting for you guys to make the first move.
It's fully dark.
Oh, it is dark.
Do I see
Rotgut
anything
runs
with my,
off
with
into
my
darkness.
elf eyes?
Say that one more time.
Do I see anything with my elf eyes?
All right. What you can see is maybe about 50 feet down the hall that continues much further down. And as you're staring, trying to see if you could discern anything, you just see Rotgut go running down the hall and straight into the darkness. What did the rest of you do?
I
I
guess.
guess I'm just I'm feeling around for the other party members because I can't see anything. So I'm just trying to stay close.
Everybody form a conga line behind Vywin. Yeah.
All right. I imagine that's what you guys do in kind.
Yeah, I'll conquer along.
No.
I'll take up the
All right.
rear so I make sure the bug buddies don't go nowhere.
All right.
I will lead the conga line. My vision working.
Now is it 1, 2, 3 left or 1, 2, 3 right? Rhythm is
As the-
very important.
as you guys stumble along trying to figure out how to walk in line, you begin to make your way down the hall. Now, Rotgut, are you just going to go clearly straight down, without your party at all? Any concern?
Yep.
I am.
The enemy's gate is down. I'm not gonna engage anything in combat. I want to run straight to the ship.
Alrighty. As you run down the hall, the hallway itself is about 100 feet long. Once you get to the opening, you are now in a massive, what used to be a ship hangar bay. You can see there are a bunch of old Star Furies hanging from the ceiling, and you can see there are a couple troop transport ships, maybe about 30 of them, all docked in 2 rows. To the far left, maybe about 50 feet away, you can see that there is a set of plasteel stairs, graded stairs, that go up to what look like some sort of control tower hanging from the side.
Oh, is there like a hangar door that I need to get open?
There absolutely is a hangar door that you need to get open.
Lame. I'll run up to the control tower and try and open that hangar door then.
Alrighty. As the rest of you, Vinwin, just a few minutes later, you manage to come out of that hallway with the party, and you are now in this same large dark room that I described to Rotgut. However, all of you who can't see in the darkness hear to your right, about 50 feet away, the sounds of something running up plasteel steps. Vinwin, you are the only one you could see that is Rotgut, who has made it about 3/4 of the way up to this sort of control tower. Or platform, rather.
You go, Rotgut. You climb and reach the stars.
I thought that scurrying sounded familiar.
Good old Rotgut.
And with that, you also all hear a low guttering sound.
Mm.
That might be my stomach. I haven't eaten in millennia.
We need to get to some sort of light source. I can't buggering see anything.
Vinwin, you are still leading the party. Do you wish to take them in a direction?
We're still waiting for that hangar doors to open, right?
As of right now, yes.
I want to stick close to them so that way when they open, we can rush in and grab a ship.
Alrighty.
That
Are you
makes
just going to
sense.
chill about till Rotgut does his thing then?
Is that cool with everyone else?
Yeah. I got a question. How are the bugs reacting to with the sounds that they're hearing to the guttural sounds?
I would gladly describe them to you if you could see them.
Can I hear them?
You can feel the one that you're holding, but you can't see them.
Do they feel more jittery
Right
than
now-
before?
They feel just as jittery as they were before. Not more, not
Jit-
less.
Jitterbugs.
They clearly are jitterbugs. Alrighty. Rotgut, you have managed to make it up to the platform. Before you are a panel of old school style. It looks like it, for you, what you would be able to recognize it in real life is it looks like it was built in the 70s or the 80s sort of control panel.
Okay, we're working
There's
with
a
Star Wars technology.
We absolutely are working with Star Wars / retro Star Trek technology here. Would you like to try and figure out how this works?
Rotgut, pretty sure Rotgut know what button to press.
Let's find out.
Am I rolling intelligence?
Yes.
Gotcha. That ain't it.
Alrighty. For the first time, you are confused. While you have worked on many things inside this, you have never, ever worked this control panel before.
Rotgut have new plan to open hangar door.
Do any of these ships have missiles?
What I can absolutely confirm to you, the Star Furies that are hanging from the ceiling, they are equipped with both plasma guns, and they are all equipped with 3 missiles on each wing, and there are 4 wings.
Can I jump to one from this tower that I'm in?
You can attempt to.
I'm going to attempt to. What kind of check is this?
That is going to be a dex check.
I pass these in my sleep. Great success.
Hey.
Alrighty. So you just back up a little bit, you take a running leap, and then you use your leg to kick off the metal railing, well, the plasteel railing, and you jump, and you are now hanging off a Star Fury.
Okay, I'm going to spend 1 use of my hijack vehicle ability.
Oh, I forgot you have that, but you totally do. Alrighty. So you manage to scramble yourself on in there, and for a moment, you are floating on the ceiling. But luckily for you, the Star Fury seems to have pretty easily recognizable controls. Do you wish to
Rotgut
engage?
Rotgut been planning Rotgut escape for a long time.
Alrighty. You manage to flip the systems on, and it begins to detach. By the way, now, Vinwin, you could see Rotgut make the jump and detach himself from the stealing. The rest of you guys are now being able to see what's going on in this room as the burners from the Star Fury are giving everything off a bluish white glow. And
Oh,
just quick
all
for
right,
reference,
everybody, away from the doors right now. Come on, I can't hurry them all around.
there's a quick image of what a Star Fury looks like, by the way.
Nice.
Sweet.
Oh, cool.
I can feel the heat from here.
Alrighty. So, Rotgut, what do you wish to do?
Um, so out of character, I'm pretty sure if I blast the
Uh-huh.
hangar open without opening it like the official way, probably whatever force field holds the air in is not going to turn on.
That is absolutely 100% safe to say. Not both out of character, but also in character, as Rotgut would be familiar with how the ship systems work. And there's currently no actual power, it's all emergency power, so you can assume that safety is gone.
So Rotgut actually cares about these people who've been helping it. Damn. Uh, there goes my plan. Does this ship happen to have like some kind of communication system so I can like loudspeaker?
Yes, it absolutely does.
Okay, now that everybody can see, Rotgut's going to be like, "Get inside troop transport. Rotgut open hangar for you."
You all hear Rotgut. What do you guys wish to do?
Time is running out. I think we don't have many options before us here.
I agree with Rotgut entirely.
Let's bloody get it on. Let's get out of here.
Now the
Let's blow
big
this job.
question, boys. Do we bring these bug-eyed bastards, no offense, with us? Yeah.
You know what? I want to try out the weapon systems. I'm gonna shoot a bug.
Alrighty. You guys see Rotgut's ship begin to turn around, and he is now facing you guys with the ship.
I book it. I put in the direction where he's not facing.
Yep,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
All right, Rotgut, make that fire check. It's just like shooting.
Oh shit. So yeah, no. Rotgut does not know how to shoot.
Oh, well, you know exactly. Oh, I see what you
That's
mean.
a
You don't know.
12.
Alrighty. So you guys see Rotgut fire one of the main plasma cannons, and it just goes straight towards you guys and in the direction of the Kreen. Now, no one hits direct fire, but there will be a little bit of plasma splash. So to figure that out, first off, Nate, can you kindly roll me 6d6?
I would love to roll 66.
Oh no. Oh no.
Alrighty.
Me too.
Alrighty. So for all the party members here, I would like you guys, if you want to avoid the splash damage, please give me a luck dex check. If you don't have the luck dex check, well, actually, you will have the luck dex check. It's just if you used it already, it will now it's increased by 1, making it harder.
Oh, 18.
And let's already.
20.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
That's just on your.
Don't forget, you have a reroll if you guys didn't use it.
So we just have
I
to
should
hit
use
our...
my reroll to shoot the bug.
Would you
So
like to do that instead?
Are you really gonna let me be a grub and retcon my roll like that?
Eh,
All
I
right.
will let you. I'll let you grub it if you want to. Because here's the thing. Because
Oh no, never mind. That's worse.
well, it's a failure either way, so everyone's still making their roll. So I think we only got one failure. So Magnus, do you wish to use your reroll?
What number did I have to hit for this, actually?
What you are trying to, you're trying to. Oh no, you're trying to roll under your.
Over.
What am I
It's
trying
11
to say?
plus your dex mod.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're rolling
Thanks,
under.
Nate.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll reroll. Ooh,
Alrighty. Well, for any failures here, you will be taking a quarter of this damage.
Wait, so we were.
Is
I'm sorry.
everyone okay?
Were we rolling over or under for that one? I'm a little confused because.
Under.
Under.
Oh.
Okay.
Then I would.
Well, I
like-
Yeah,
think
Then he didn't have to use his reroll.
just a
then.
quick reminder, under for your skill checks, over for attacks.
Okay.
Hmm.
So then there you passed the first roll, right? You're 11. That would have been under for you, right? With the modifier.
If it's under a success and we ignore what you rolled now, but we're trying to figure it out. People are confused.
my dexterity modifier is -1, so that put me over, I think, right?
What?
Sucks to suck.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reroll then.
Alrighty.
So I had an 18 last time. This time I got a 1. Holy shit.
Alrighty.
So I
I'm
have
gonna use
2
mine too.
reroll.
In that case.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
Has 2.
I
Oh
have
my
2
God.
reroll. Because
Two
I'm making them, so I
20s
might.
in a row. Looking retarded.
Man. That's 20s for you. They always appear when you don't need them.
I'm gonna use my other reroll.
No.
Ah!
No.
Oh, jeez.
A
Alrighty.
1 and 2 20s. You gotta be. Yay.
Alrighty, so
Unbelievable.
my dudes are hurt. Do any of you guys got some surviving HP?
What was the damage on that?
Oh, give me 1 sec. Let me just quick recalculate it.
25% of.
It was 27.
7.
So that'd be what? Like
Hang on, I got my
7,
calculator up again.
8
6.
hit
Uh,
points.
7.6.
down?
Yeah, it's basically 7 is what it rounds to.
Right, so I'd have 8 HP left then.
Alrighty. Guys, a little worse for wear, but you're all still up.
How much damage was it? Sorry.
7.
7. Sorry. Don't
I'm
forget your
down.
armor still counts. So if you have armor, you
Oh.
do. Don't forget to reduce that too.
Yeah.
But
sweet.
importantly, did the bug survive?
Oh, we'll get to that. I just wanted to make sure how the party is. Don't worry, that we're getting to the bug part.
But even more importantly, is Rotgut gonna survive when we get our hands on it?
Yeah.
That is that
Rotgut
question.
not in same ship as you.
When I get my hands on that Spriggan.
Everyone's still alive?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
Really?
How much are you down by?
0. So that was 7 damage.
Yes.
Don't forget
Do you
your
have any
armor.
armor to save you?
I have 2.
So
I only had
5.
5 hit points.
Oh.
damn.
Oh man, that's exact. All right. Now, with that, we get to make the mostly dead check.
Ooh.
Nate, do you remember how mostly dead works really quick? It's been a while.
Oh shit.
I'm looking for it right now. I was just asking in case you knew right off the top of your head.
So in Tales of Argosa, at least, it's 10 plus either your Constitution or your Willpower modifier, whichever is higher.
It is a luck con save.
Oh man.
Do you have any reroll?
Nope. I already used it
Please.
on the
Damn.
second 20.
All right. In that case, let's see.
Rest in peace.
Alrighty. Checking here.
Poor Vywin
Alright.
Plantagenet, we hardly knew ye.
Now, what I want to ask really quick.
Not go back to plantation.
Oh no!
That was your plan this whole time, wasn't it?
The
Kill
quick question here: does anyone have any healing on them?
No.
If you guys want to rip out my stem cell drive, you could install that.
I'll allow it if Rotgut wants to give it away.
Oh no, Rotgut is not an organ donor. He's realizing that he needs to fuck off very fast.
Rotgut, did I not hear you mention something about a stem cell implant you had earlier in the evening?
Rotgut not have stem cell drive underneath Rotgut's left kidney that heal Rotgut in case of emergency.
Quick,
Rotgut not know where such allegations come from.
Magnus, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
you grab Alshank.
Get over here, Spriggan. And I'm gonna go grab him.
Alrighty. So, Rotgut, are you gonna comply or are you gonna not comply?
Y'all are trying to start a campaign here. I really don't want to TPK you.
So I'm gonna try. Listen, I'm gonna try and use my leadership. Listen, my man. There's only one way we can save him, and that's by taking that implant. You'll survive, I'm sure. You don't need it. Dig it. This is just something extra. You'll be fine. We need to save his life. Here.
This is because of your actions anyway.
I don't want to guilt trip you, but you did cause all this.
Kinda your bad, dude.
We don't have much
All right.
time here. We need that implant.
Rotgut,
go
for
ahead.
a second, his finger rests on the missile button. He thinks about blowing the door open and escaping. But he remembers back when he remembered nothing about 3 hours ago. These guys were all his friends. And that's a deep bond that you just can't forget about.
This is true. To be fair,
He-
from your memories, these are so far the people that have treated you the nicest your entire life.
We have literally
He opens
known
the
you
cockpit.
forever.
There's little Spriggan tears coming out of his eyes.
Okay. Rotgut was lying when Rotgut said Rotgut not have stem cell organ. It right here.
And he lifts his tattered slave shirt, and there's like a tramp stamp tattoo.
Underneath Navy tattoo.
Right. As he lifts his shirt, you can see there appears to be an ancient symbol of an anchor on his back. And it also says "cut here," weirdly enough. Oh, I also wanted to note, because I didn't answer this before, lying next to Mr. Plantagenet, who is clearly unconscious as of this moment and mostly in critical condition, the Kreen are also in fried dead status.
Well,
The tattoo says Goblin Organ Bank number 1344.
Oh shit. You were meant for this purpose.
Used before August 2048.
It might be a little expired, but I'm sure it's fine.
All right, here comes the important question. Do you guys got a knife?
I whip out my vibro knife. And I
Oh, that's perfect.
get cut. And
Like, a vibro knife is basically like a scalpel to skin, so
noise.
alrighty. Now, in order to cut open without hurting or killing him, you just need to make a successful dexterity check.
Okay.
Before
It's not looking.
what? while he's doing that, I'm gonna lift up the arm of my Kevlar jacket and I'm gonna pull off some of the fringe that I have and put it
Nope.
in Rotgut's mouth. Bite on this, little buddy. It'll be fine.
He bites on it. There's tears coming out.
Be strong, little buddy.
Also,
Rotgut, he's gonna hold Mucho's hand. He realizes he's dying as this surgery is very,
God.
very fucked up.
Yes.
Magnus, he pulls out some other organs.
Magnus, I don't think
What's
we're
that?
looking for that.
All right, Magnus, go ahead and make that check.
Best friend Rotguts ever had. Save plantation owner man.
I made the check already. I failed it.
Oh damn, I didn't know. Oh boy. Alrighty, so
Those
right now,
organs
just make.
flying about.
Alright, he may or may not be dead. Go ahead and just roll the damage for the vibro knife.
Oh, I'm only here for a one shot. He's definitely dead.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Okay. What was that? What is it?
2d8 plus 1.
Okay. So that's 7.
All right. Rotgut, what's your health?
I have 17 HP.
Oh, all right. So
Good.
you're,
Tank
you're,
easily.
you're all right. So you are basically right now getting a surgery with no anesthetic.
Oh,
All right.
Rotgut, not like that.
Oh no, you can still
All
talk.
right.
You need more fringe. Here, bite onto some more. Yeah.
Rocket's gonna bite a finger.
You watch it, little buddy.
Alrighty.
Oh, shit.
So
I'll give you permanent anesthesia. Yeah.
you did manage to cut into him. He is wounded as hell, but he is still alive. Are you going and grab that stem cell?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So all I want you to do is now roll 1d4 for damage as you go and reach in to pull it out.
So 1 what? Sorry.
1d4.
1d4. Okay. 2. That could be worse.
So Rotgut now takes another 2 damage as you feel a man slip his fingers into this new hole in your back and just kind of scoop it out with a 1-finger hook motion.
Least
It is
game
not
thing
pleasant.
Rotgut do in Navy.
Mephistum, I have to ask, is this how you got your name?
You don't get a name like this without rooting around in a few people's bodies, let me tell you that.
It's a good gimmick. I can dig it. Yeah.
Hardy, you now have the stem. All right, go ahead and shove that into your friend and let's see what we can make happen.
Okay.
Nate, what is the healing on the stem cell?
It's 1 HP per minute. When it restores 10 HP, it needs to recharge for a day.
Oh, okay.
I
Alright.
slap it in roughly where it was on Rotgut.
Alrighty.
Do you have to cut
It
him
is
open for
currently
that?
there's open wounds that you could kind of shove it into, to be fair.
Fair point. Fair point.
The two most immediate accessed ones is there's the hole on his chest where he got bit by the Kreen, and then there is also one in his side that he got from this plasma blast.
I say put it.
Which
in
one
the-
you gonna shove it in?
I say
I'll go for the chest.
the nearest to
seems-
his cardiovascular system. Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright. So Orion, your character is not dead yet through the miracle of player
Okay.
surgery. However, you need to wait until 8:46 to have your character wake up with 1 HP. Now, with that being said, what is the party going to do? The Star Fury is now docked, and you guys are around. What's the plan?
Rotgut make door. Everyone not Rotgut, get in ship. Rotgut not make air when Rotgut make door.
I'll pick up. I'll pick up. Fatag in its body, and make our way towards the ship.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll join along.
All right. Sorry, give me one sec here. There we go.
Ooh, can I?
All right.
Can I also take one of the heads of the Kreen? The one that was.
You can absolutely take one of the heads of the Kreen. Also, by the way, Mr. Fataginate, you are now coming conscious again. And you feel an extreme painful burning sensation in your side. And you could also feel a small stabbing in your chest. And you have no recollection of what has just gone on, except the last thing you remember is staring down the barrel of a plasma gun from a Star Fury.
Are we leaving?
Don't you worry, we're on the way out now. Glad to have you back.
Thank God.
I thought.
Let's get the hell out of here. I've had it with this place.
Now don't over.
I'm not getting frozen, I'm getting fried.
Alrighty. As you guys are heading towards the troop transport and Rotgut is getting back into his Star Fury, you all hear that low guttural roar come again. And you can see, as you guys are heading towards this transport, a large figure come barreling out of the darkness. And I will show you what you see. It is a large white creature with 3 blood-soaked hands and a blood-soaked maw, covered in short white hair, no eyes, roughly about 10 to 9 feet tall, and maybe about 5 to 6 feet wide. And as it's running at you, it raises its 2 hands in the air, and it begins arcing giant bolts of electricity between them. And in the art section, I'll show you guys exactly what you see.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Okay.
All right.
Rotgut see that in Quake.
Yes, he did. Alrighty. You guys are running towards that troops transport. What do you do?
I take one of the bodies of the bug guys. He's taking one of the heads.
Alrighty. You managed to take up the body. They're surprisingly lighter than you guys expected. Now that you grab yourselves a head and a body, what do you wish to do?
Vywin,
Get on out.
don't you have 2 of those grenades? Might slow the guy down so we can get out of here. Dig it?
I'm
How
gonna
far
blast
away
the hangar door open.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
If my friends don't get in the ship when they see that happen, then they that's natural selection.
Do we hear the guns roaring up?
You do hear them whirring. He's getting ready
Where's
to
this,
blast.
Where's this
Kibosh.
faceless demon thing?
Oh, he is about 50 feet away, coming from an access in the side of this hangar. He is
take
coming
one of
at
the
you,
crack
but he's not
grenades,
quite at them. All right, go ahead.
give it a kiss, aim for the mouth, boom.
Alrighty.
While moving towards the door.
Grenade, where'd you go? Oh, that's why. I forgot I was looking up the rules for death. Give me 1 second. I'm going to give you those grenade rules very quickly as soon as I get them on the page that I need. Gear. There we go. 137. Bidoo. There we go. Okay. So when throwing a grenade, what you need to do is you need to make a luck dex check. Just to clarify what happens, if you succeed, the grenade lands exactly where you need it to, doing maximum damage. If you fail, it will still do damage, but it'll be half.
Okay,
The only
so
thing you
roll
don't want
then.
is a critical fail. Now, this time you want to roll high. for the attack.
Okay. Rolled an 18.
All right, nice. That is absolutely what you need to do. So it lands right by it. Now I need you to roll 2d10 plus 10.
Nice.
9 plus 10, 19.
Alrighty. As you chuck the grenade, you guys all see it land by it. And as it's about to blast you guys with a retaliatory lightning strike, the crack grenade goes off, blam, right next to it. And you could just see giant chunks go fragment and knock it back, giving it a secondary pause. With that, you guys see your moment. What do you guys wish to do?
I'm
So we
charging
make a
right
break
for
for the
that
ship.
door.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You guys go beaten feet right into the hangar ship. You have all managed to make it inside fairly easy. Now it does come one question. Who here is going to pilot the thing? And while you're trying to figure that out really quick, Rotgut, you are going to blast open the hangar doors?
Yes.
All right. My only question to you is how many missiles are you going to fire at the door?
This feels like a 2-missile door.
Alrighty.
Solid number.
In that case, I need you to make the same kind of check that Orion made for your missiles. And just let me know if they're a success or a failure.
Okay, so I'm rolling under my luck.
Yeah. No, over this time. Sorry, as an attack.
Gotcha. So I'm using like my luck modifier to attack.
Correct.
Okay. I think that's a +0.
Alrighty.
Oh,
So
that's a nat 1.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
Oh no.
So the missiles head towards the door.
I don't like that laugh you're getting already.
One of them blasts against the door. Oh, you're using your reroll?
Oh, you said it was 2 attacks.
I did say it was 2 attacks. You are correct. I was just asking if that was a reroll you were making for
Oh,
that
nah.
failure.
I already spent my reroll earlier.
Okay, didn't remember. That's why I was just asking. All right, so one of them does manage to go and it hits the door, boom, and it blasts a decent sized hole into it. And immediately the pressure is changing and you could just see things getting sucked out into the stratos. As for the other one, the missile detaches, but the burner never latches. And it just drops from the ring and it falls right below you. Boom, and it explodes a ship just underneath you and it is knocking your ship about. And the other guys, they don't get damaged, but you feel the rocking from within your ship. Can you kindly roll me 2d10 plus 10? We're going to see how much damage your ship takes.
Okay.
It's not bad.
All right. No, it's not that bad. The Star Fury takes 16 damage and it gets knocked about back and forth. Now, Rocka, before we figure out what else is going to happen with you, party. You guys are in your ship. Who is doing what?
Does anybody know how to fly this thing in case our little green guy goes out?
I couldn't possibly. I wouldn't know where to begin.
We're gonna figure this out.
Alrighty.
Vywin, are you with us, buddy?
Anyone good?
You're still conscious. Oh, he's going in and out. He's not fully
So,
with us yet.
This hole, is it big enough for them to leave through?
It is big enough for both you and them to leave through, although it'll be a little sketchy.
My fighter, can it like attach to the top of this troop transport maybe?
If you use the winch, you totally can. You do have a front winch.
I'm gonna do that.
Alrighty. You
Okay,
release
and
the
then-
winch. Oh, good.
Is there like a hatch I could crawl down into the troop transport?
There is an emergency hatch. You'll just need to get their attention, and there is a shambler bearing down at the troop transport.
Motherfucker. Okay. Let's deal with the shambler.
Alrighty.
Not that I can hit anything.
But we're gonna try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try hitting it with those plasma blasts. Were brutal. I want to try one of those again.
Alrighty. Go for it.
Big numbers.
Alrighty. So it is going wild, but you don't hit this time. And unfortunately, the shot is much further off, but it will take some splash damage from the plasma blast. So, as before, 6d6. 22. All right, really quick. That would be a 5. Alrighty. As you blast a giant bolt of plasma and it splashes on the ground, leaving a giant burn and melting mark, you can see some of it managed to get onto the Shambler, but it just don't give a shit. And it is going to try and blast you with its lightning rods. So let's see what happens here. And it is going to completely miss. As you can see, an arc of lightning just go directly at you, and then because it's lightning, it manages to arc around your Star Fury and strike in the interior of the hangar above. Now, with that being said, party, what do you guys wish to do?
Does this transport ship have any weaponry on it? Something for defense?
We need to fire this thing up and get out of here.
We've got
The transport does have weapons on it. However, all it has is what are known as scatter rockets. So basically, it'll fire just what's the word I'm looking for? It'll fire a group of 6 unguided rockets in a general direction. It only has 4 shots, so that's 6 times 4.
I don't know, boys. That thing's
Rockets is what I'm saying.
getting a little too close for us. We can try and shoot at it, but we might need to get out of here. Something tells me, my internal clock is telling me that we don't have much time left here.
I completely agree.
Yep, you have exactly 2 minutes.
I'm gonna run to the controls. What's the worst that could happen? And I just try and figure out, see if I can make this thing go and get the hell out of here.
Alrighty. With that, give me an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm the wrong one for this.
Anybody can make
It's
it. You have 1 minute left.
It's a 5.
before the
Flying
whole
It's a
thing
5.
goes
It's a great
next.
success. It's a great success. It's a 5.
Oh, alrighty.
Okay,
All right.
sweet.
You managed to find the big red ignition button. The ship now lifts up. Rotgut, you see they are finally airborne after all this time. Now you are still tethered to them, but they are a lift. With this knowledge, what do you guys wish to do?
We gotta get the hell out of here.
Yep, run. Make tracks.
Forward.
Alrighty. That will be a dex driving check. Or an intelligence driving check. Your option.
I could do Dex. Dex is fine. That's a 5 again. That's great success.
Alrighty. Rotgut, can I kindly have the same?
I pass dex checks in my sleep.
Let's go.
Alright.
Like
That's 2
fish for a
successes.
crit.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got advantage.
Oh no, not a crit, but it's a pass.
Alrighty. And both of you go careening towards the hole as you guys hear behind you the dull thuds of explosions getting closer and closer and closer. It is going to be a tight squeeze, but you can totally make it out of the hole. As you are going through, can I just have one final Dex luck check?
Come on, buddy boy. That's a 7. Yeah, that would be another great success.
Alrighty. Right. Oh, there we go.
With my dex
That's-
modifier, that is a pass.
Alright, perfect. Alrighty. As you guys hear the explosions getting louder and louder, you manage to go through the hole and you could see sparks scrape off the Star Fury, and you swear you could hear small chunks of the transport get scraped off as you guys go through, but you manage to make it out into the atmosphere of the Astral Sea.
Hey.
As you guys look behind you, you can see your ship, the Bellicose Dawn, attached to several other ships and asteroids clumped together. And you could just see it turn a bright red as the plasteel begins to heat up from the explosions inside. And you could just see a giant chunk taken out of this space Hulk as it blows up into various bits of debris and fragments, spreading them across the Astral Sea. There's still a bunch of the Space Hulk left, but the Bellicose Dawn, your old home for a war which you never got to fight for, is now gone. And with that, you guys are now safe, quote unquote, outside in the Astral Sea. With that, both the monitors in the Star Fury and in the transport ship begin to glow a light. You can see the DOS programs begin to boot up, giving all their code. And then finally, they prop up a green digitized map of the galaxy in 8-bit style. And you could see the section of the map that they are telling you where both of you guys are, is you guys are currently somewhere in the southern part of wild space.
Oh, that explains Vywin's accent.
It's all clear now. Alrighty. And with that, you guys can talk to each other before we end the session. Now, there are comms that naturally connect this Star Fury to the transport. Do you guys have anything you wish to say to each other before we end the session for tonight?
I just want to say, Spriggan, I may not have trusted you at first, and you may have peed all over the floor when I met you. But you came in through the end, and for that, you have my respect. Dig it.
That bit where you shot us was a little bit unfortunate, but still, bygones be bygones.
Shooting.
Oh, you're gonna be getting the good scraps now.
The good scraps.
Not for nothing, Vywind. I think he has gone away for free.
Oh, nonsense.
Right.
It's crazy
Rotgut.
talk.
Rotgut lived in floor too long. Rotgut need to explore great open sky. Rotgut not sure you know how fly. Rotgut follow you to spaceport. Make sure one of you install vehicle nexus cyberware. Then Rotgut fuck off into deep space, never to return.
Honestly, that's pretty based, Rotgut. Pretty based.
Yes, once we get to the base.
I give Rotgut a sock, like a house elf.
Yeah. Rotgut is free!
Transport over a sock.
That is canon now. It's specifically socks. Ancient tradition.
That is how space slavery works.
That is exactly how space
Sock-based
slavery works.
Slavery.
No one knows when the tradition started. But it's
It was back when they used to use like fishnet pantyhose to capture them.
Exactly.
Oh, damn. You gave him a fishnet?
Oh yeah.
elves wear some freaky shit.
It's like a used up thigh high from an e-girl.
Yeah.
Those things are worth their weight in gold.
Don't wear out
I
your
think
nose.
galaxies get
Oh, the Astral Sea lore is naturally expanding this night. Alrighty. Well, that gives me one question here. So, Rotgut, you were going to take them to a spaceport. Now,
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. I need to pull up my personal map here. But if you want to look in the map section here, I do have a map of the Astral Sea, and you
Okay.
can tell me which way you wish to take them.
Yeah, you need to install a vehicle nexus to operate a vehicle. So Rotgut, he doesn't want to kill these people. You say we're in the south.
You are in the galactic south of wild space.
Gotcha. So like we're near the Dwaro.
Yep. You are near the Dwaro Confederacy. You're also near the People's Union of Planets. The closest areas to you that you can see here on the map are the dwarven planet of Moria. There's to the far galactic east, there is the dwarven planet of Shaw. And then there is also in the People's Union of Planets, there is Colony 5.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily like humans, but dwarves have even a worse thing with so
oh yeah.
I'd rather go see the humans.
Alrighty.
Not take you there. That last Rotgut check. That bad neighborhood.
I know exactly what you mean, Rocket.
Wrong neighborhood.
I can
All
only
right.
imagine what this sea turned into in the millennia.
Alrighty. We're gonna figure out really quick. Let me see how many. Slash. Oh, that is not a slash. That is
Yeah,
a
do
slash.
we happen to find like a box of money somewhere on the ship that contains enough cash to like buy a vehicle nexus that we can install in one of these guys?
Oh, we will get that in 1 second. So
Okay.
it takes you 18 galactic days to get there. There will be no encounters this first time. But let's figure out quickly how much space bucks you are able, to accrue.
Are those like Robux?
Pretty well, kind of. Except the only thing is there is no digital currency officially. Pretty much the way it works in this universe is there is physical coinage, which is taken in gold. However, you can electronically transfer it, sort of like a Venmo. With in this universe, there's sort of an Apple device, but if it literally the Apple device was, let's see, what would be a good size? About the size of a Game Boy, has a full keypad, and literally works like a, oh my God, what are those damn calculators called? It won't come to me.
TI-84?
That's exactly what I'm trying to, thank you. So, and
Rotgut
those,
always want iPhone, but Rotgut in slavery. Rotgut have Samsung.
alrighty. All of you collectively are going to get 89 space bucks or space dollars, take your pick.
So that's 89 split between us?
Oh, no, that's 89 each person.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
I have the body of that Threen guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any cyberware on him?
No, there is no cyberware on the Kreen whatsoever or in their body. They seem to be 100% organic as themselves.
Okay.
I want to
for them.
see. I want to see if I can get someone to make this Kreen skull into some sick sunglasses. Yeah.
I was going to hollow out the chest cavity and use it as armor.
Great minds think alike, my friend.
Oh, they're possible.
And then he goes to give you a handshake while holding his forearm, slightly shaking.
All right. After 18 days, so Rotgut, you have landed. Currently, you have all gotten permission to land on Colony 5. You have two choices. You can either dock in the station above, or you can go dock on the planet below. Which area would you guys like to explore, or rather be at first?
I think space station gives me like a truck stop kind of vibe. That's where we're gonna stop.
Alrighty.
We're gonna see if it's got some of those space station boner pills.
Drinking some moon snow.
Yes.
Well, there's one
No.
problem. While you guys, your last characters were at a party where the moon snow does exist, I will have you all know, technically, within the People's Union, all drugs are highly illegal.
They know
Oh.
they exist.
They do exist, but technically they're not sold on the open.
Oh, okay.
But however,
They
Rotgut,
call them mysterious things at gas stations.
oh, they do.
Mm.
They do have the boner pills though, if you want. These ones are called iron donkeys.
People's boner pills.
They are the people's boner pills.
Actually, wait, is the People's Union, are they communist?
Yes.
Do we get free stuff?
Well,
Did last time.
Yeah.
well, why don't you go
Come-
find out? You're looking for a nexus, right?
Yeah, we
God.
need one.
Load up on cyber gear right now while it's free.
Alrighty. So, as you are going around, you do manage to find yourself a trade shop for ship parts, and then there is one across the way for cyberware. Which area do you wish to go?
Cyberware, maybe? That's probably the best chance.
Rotgut's more interested in ship parts. He'll trust these guys to get their own cyberware.
Makes
Figure it out.
sense. Alrighty. As you go over to the ship parts vendor. Welcome. This is Crazy Wygor. How can I help you?
Rotgut's gonna have to like stand on his tiptoes to see over the shop counter.
Hello, name is Rotgut. Rotgut wondering, in 1,000 years, is world less or more racist?
He looks at you very confused. I know not what you mean, my little red friend. Have you come from the Spriggan Red Ship?
Yes. Rotgut, very communist and is friend. Nice to meet you, friend who is friendly friend.
Welcome,
Rotgut
comrade.
wants to do trading now.
Well, for my fellow comrade, here we have wide selection of ship parts. Only thing is, though, I can only offer one part per customer. So right here, I have a few things on offer. I have Mighty Booster. I have Solar Sail. I have Twin Ion Engine. And I have Flak Cannon. I also happen to have a few electronic bit here. I have new computer, the C32. We all have the computer, the C33. We also have the custom People's Computer. And then we have here a rare import. We have Secret Nexus. But if trade, you need to, shall we say, give something of some value to Crazy Wygor. You know.
Rotgut need aimbot, so Rotgut not shoot like shit.
Well, if you want aimbot, you have to go right over there to Crazy Wygor's brother, Crazy Igor.
Oh, Rotgut forgot. Crazy Wygor, crazy Igor. Rotgut, make mistake often. Goodbye. Oh, Nastorovia.
Prespiba.
God bless you.
Togadanie.
This
Itza.
reminds
Yellow
me.
blood tibia.
Oh, not God, no.
This reminds
world,
me of
no.
an old nemesis, Ivan Kowloff. I
Is
know some of
time
this.
for Heimlich maneuver?
You still need to
Rotgut.
learn people's language, but understand most Spriggan very bad at it anyway. Wygor understand.
Oh, you talk normal now. Rotgut, no, you not choke. Bye.
Bye, comrade. All right. Is Rotgut going to Crazy Igor's?
Yeah, he's gonna get his aimbot. I'll let the rest of the party shop.
Alrighty. Welcome to Crazy Igors. How can I help all you? I got cyberware out swazoo. What do you need? You need arm? You want leg? You want energy leg? What do you need?
Look at these legs. You think I ever skip leg day? Never. But we do
It does not
need-
look like you skipped leg day, comrade.
We
May I ask what bring you so
require
far north? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, speak.
we require a vehicle nexus.
You see, you make a mistake. Happen all the time. You don't want crazy Igor. You want crazy Wygor
God.
for vehicle nexus.
The amount of mental illness in this family. Okay.
It's the same guy just
No,
running
see-
back and forth between two shops, isn't it?
Yeah,
Crazy-
it's like the fish guy in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I moo. It's my brother's shoe. Holy fuck.
Says a fake moustache that he puts on to differentiate.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He turns his mustache upside down when he's the other guy.
Someone stay here so we can make sure he's not just can't be in two places at once.
Got him.
As you go walking to Crazy Wygor, you just manage to pass by Rotgut as you guys are walking past each other.
Did you get confused too?
Rotgut thought aimbot go in ship, but aimbot go in Rotgut.
And we thought we'd get the cyber nexus in a place that has cyberware. Apparently, the place that has ship parts will have it for us. What a
I
wild
also went-
world.
Rotgut blame liberals.
Fucking hell.
Space rot gut.
Oh shit! All right. As you guys walk, you guys each get the same greeting, but from either the opposite parties. Rotgut, you are able to nab yourself an aimbot if you so wish, and you guys are able to get your guys a nexus if you so wish. The only thing is, Crazy Wygor will need a under table trade for nexus. Technically, Crazy Wygor no have nexus if you understand Crazy Wygor.
Well, if I remember my friend
What would you be interested in taking for trade?
Well, Wygor can tell that you not from People's Union. Just by, shall we say, look alone. No problem. All are welcome in Union except United Empire of Mankind. And also those goddamn evil people in the Ebits. Oh, hates them. Too. And he literally spits on the floor right in front of you. Oh, sorry. That could be misconstrued for you. Not spit at you, spit at E-Bite. But enough said. Maybe you happen to have, shall we say, he quiets down a bit, foreign foods? Maybe you got foreign contraband somewhere? Something Wygor can, consider rare good? Maybe you have jam? Maybe you have import wine? Hell, Wygor will even take Oregon if you have.
I could certainly hook you up with some fine pogo wine in the future. If you would like this to be an ongoing relationship.
Are you
But for
flirting?
now, I have a one dose of Jinx.
Oh,
Jink?
all right.
I don't actually know what that is.
Jankum?
Jinx is one of the drugs. I believe Jinx is basically like meth, if I remember that one right.
Okay.
Are you going to offer him some jinx?
I'm gonna hint at it kind of subtly, you know?
Alrighty. How would you like to hint at it? He will understand. I'm just curious to see how you say.
Might I interest you in something else to help relax you in your personal hours?
Wygor can be persuaded.
I have a drug pod somewhere in my body. I'm gonna say my wrist. Does that make sense?
That's cool with me. Yeah.
Kind of
Would you?
flash it quickly, just open close.
Alright. Wygor can gladly work with that. Wygor believes that Nexus is worth drug pod, he says quietly.
Oh, he wants the cyber cybernetics, not the drugs itself.
Oh no. What he's referring to is the little drug pod inside the dispenser.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
How many do you wish to part with? Maybe Wygor sweeten deal.
I only have the one dose at the moment. Is this something
Ah.
that you'd be interested in buying in the future?
Wygor wouldn't mind this kind of contraband. Foreign alcohols are also in desperate need. And if you can, Wygor like to trade in organs. Not that Wygor ever said such a thing.
Now, Wygor, I don't have any organs, but could I perhaps interest you in a nice and crispy Kreen skull?
Wygor could use parts on market. Is skull intact?
It's in one piece, but it's a little toasty.
How toasty?
About a 3 on the toaster setting. I don't know if
That's
that
a little
translates.
toasty for Wygor, but Wygor won't trade part for such toasty Kreen. However, Wygor will give you case of vodka.
These other guys might dig it, but I don't get down like that. No. The mucho mino stays clean, minus a few roid strength crafts. Yep.
You got the roids? We can work with roids.
I can share roids from my strength craft.
You can take that, yeah, because they need to be inserted the same as a drug pod.
I guess I can part with that, but now you're getting two gimmicks. I think you mentioned something about sweetening the deal. What are you gonna offer us in return? Yeah.
Alrighty. Here is what Wygor have on offer. Wygor will be able to give you a fresh, brand new helmet straight from the people's factories. And with that, I will also give armor as well. How does Kevlar coat sound?
Look at this jacket I'm wearing.
He turns around, all the fringe still dangling down, a few pieces missing because he had Rotgut bite onto it.
I don't need no jacket. My drip is fresh, yeah. But now, that helmet, can it be modified for my grandiosity? Yeah.
Easily. And he pulls out a drill with a big circle saw in the center. Make few cuts, horns go through, naturally fit like champion.
Champion, yeah. I dig it.
All right. We shake on deal, and he puts his hand both out to you and, or should I say, to Vinwin and to Mucho Mino. We agree on deal?
What do you say,
I agree.
Vinwin? We got a deal. Yeah.
All right. And he shakes both your hands vigorously. All right. Wygor, give you what we trade here now. And Wygor will meet you on your ship dock in, shall we say, an hour to make official exchange. By the way, what docking number? You can just give me whatever number you want since I didn't give one prior to.
69.
Number 69, my friend.
Or
All right. I will meet you at dock 69 in 1 hour of the people. May we have a great day.
Das Vidanya.
Betsiba.
All right. Yeah.
And with that, we go to Rotgut. Rotgut, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna take your eye and go, or do you have any other designs?
Rotgut happy now. Rotgut fuck off into deepest corner of space.
Alrighty. Before we end the session, you guys want to say goodbye to each other?
Rotgut, I'm not gonna lie, I wasted all my goodbyes on the ship. Never thought I'd see you again after that point, so for now, I'll just say farewell.
Was pretty thorough goodbye, yeah. See ya.
Wow.
I.
All right. And that's where we will close the session for today. Welcome to the station above Colony 5 and the People's Unions of Planets. And that's where we will begin next week. And Nate, do you want to describe where, just in the general direction which Rotgut goes and what Rotgut's future plans are?
Rotgut's gonna be taking on whatever piracy jobs he can get. He's not like trying to get rich. He's just trying to get gas money. You know, see the galaxy. See the parts of the galaxy that don't have minorities that he dislikes.
So
All
nowhere
right.
with dwarves and tours.
It's most of it, honestly. I'm not sure if there's anywhere in space where he's actually happy to be.
Well, you could technically go to the Scorn Reservation.
He's not gonna live on a reservation. He's a free spirit. So yeah, I think he's just gonna live in a permanent state of dissatisfaction. You know, he does a little piracy. He saves up money for like some deep space travel. He does the deep space travel. He thinks he's gonna get somewhere that's gonna make him happy. He arrives and he's like, "This place sucked like last place," and he restarts the cycle.
But if that's
All
not
right.
happy, then I don't know what is.
Oh, good old Rotgut. And that ends the very first session of our campaign.
I don't
Tried
think I
to
want to
kill
do a
us all.
Cookie Monster voice for a long time.
All right, how did it go, everybody?
Great.
That's
Awesome.
fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll enjoy playing in this system.
Oh, I had a fucking ball time too.
We made
How'd
it.
you enjoy it, Nate?
It's fun. You guys are cool.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
Same, brother.
You're
Same.
it was
Thanks.
really nice to have you around. I fucking love Rotgut. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, I know you won't be able to make campaigns like this, but if you ever, I will offer you probably every now and again, if you would have just jump in as Rotgut, you will be officially in the universe. You can join when you can if
Be
you'd
down for
like.
that.
Oh yeah.
You know, if it ever happens, I have a free weekend. I'll probably take you up on that.
Nice.
Awesome.
That would be great. So far, the time we kind of have set is just Sundays at 6 because that's the one that just we were doing alternating Saturdays because I was able to alternate them. But now that I kind of got things set up with like the new church and that, so I do kind of have like after church Sunday off. So that just kind of worked.
I'm doing like Schweijiao lessons on Sundays, and once a month I also have a cyberpunk session on Sundays. But if something happens, I will show up.
That would be
Okay.
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But just a quick, just to let you know for Rotgut, because that's what I was doing. Other things he could totally run into is there totally is a group of separatist Spriggans that have joined the People's Union. So there are just straight up communist Spriggans around, while the Scorn are spread out in like pirate gangs around the galaxy since their empire was destroyed, and then the People's Union just pushed the rest of you guys onto the reservation.
I think it's a coin flip. You're welcome to flip the coin and figure out if he meets the communist brigands, if he thinks they're cool or not.
All right, I will. I will
Like on the
absolutely.
one hand, other Spriggans, especially if there's like, I don't know, a hot Spriggan chick. Are there hot? Do those exist?
Yes, they
Rotgut
do
would
exist.
try. Rotgut would try. But like if they just seem uptight, if they're like that one political kid from the South Park movie, then nah, he's
Oh.
not doing that.
Oh, I know.
Why am I
you
too
mean.
preachy?
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. All right. Well, I flipped, and do you want me to tell you right now what happened,
Nah.
or do you want me to keep
Let's
it a
have some
secret?
dramatic irony, some tension.
All right.
Mm.
All right.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
hold that off for the future. Let me just quick make a note here for what is Rotgut doing till we meet him again. Oh, perfect. Oh, I love that. By the way, oh my god, I really thought we were gonna have a death on one. I really thought
Yeah,
Vinwin was
that was
going
close.
down.
I was,
Ryan
I was
Kind of
letting
weenied
John
out of
know
that.
why.
He should have died.
Well, here's the thing. You had the health pack. I allowed it. And normally I'm way hardcore, but I figured, you know what, at least make it gives the character some fighting chance to at least have a second session before I unleash the towns of hell.
It is pretty shitty if you get killed by the guy who's just popping in for a one shot.
That was what really swayed me, because I was like, if you were
What world was
regular,
it?
then it would be different.
I was totally prepared to like make a new character and all that if it turned out that way.
Sure.
No, I got you. And trust me, I have no problem killing you guys in the future. But like Nate said, I was like, that's a little balls. I'll at least give you somewhat of a fighting chance. But here's the thing: if you totally just like killed him while doing the surgery, that was it. He was done. But you vibro knifed it out of him.
Those stem cell things are kind of powerful.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, they are.
Yeah.
1 HP a minute, and we're like a system where like max 20 HP is like the biggest you could get.
Yeah. I mean, there's more than one. So, like, the one you start the game with is a 10 HP unit. But even, like, if 20 is the max and you can restore 10, like, your effective HP becomes really large.
That is true. Wild.
Yeah.
Oh man. But everyone enjoying a little bit more low life, by the way.
Oh hell yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Daryl, how come you didn't do a spell?
Well, I was tempted a couple of times, but I held off just for the sheer fact that tactically there didn't seem to be quite the right moment ever to use one. I didn't want to just wildly throw them out there. I could have done my fireball, but it seemed like we had plenty of weapons for fighting that Sasquatch guy anyway, and the fireball wouldn't probably not have been that effective. So I decided not to do it.
If you played Quake, you would understand that it would not be as effective as you think it was.
Yeah. My other two spells, I have one for flying and one for invisibility. And the invisibility one I nearly used, but again, I held off in the moment, a moment's hesitation, and then yeah, reluctance. But hopefully next session I'll get to fire some off.
Man, I am glad you guys took that path because I basically made the Space Hulk. I'm like, all right, left path is bugs in a shambler. Right path is scorned pirates and a demon cult.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd rather have the Shambler.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Like,
shambler
that was
in
like a
this unit.
mob.
Yeah. By the way, the monsters from Quake, with like the exception of the more like humanoids and the ogre ones, are basically I'm effectively what I'm gonna be using as this universe's demons.
Nice.
That's cool.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a little bit of Quake monsterage going on around here if you continue to run into them again.
Sick.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
head out. Good game.
Hey man, no problem.
Yeah,
Everything's
good playing
done.
with
We're
you,
just
dude.
talking
Absolute
for a minute.
blast.
We
Oh, okay.
peaced out. Damn. Bye, Nate.
It was nice meeting you.
Don't worry,
Guys in a
that's
hurry.
normal for him.
Yeah.
To be honest,
No worries.
it's all right. He's always him and his schedule. I know how he goes.
Mm.
I was trying to get JD and trying to get a Goblin Scribe to show up too, but Goblin had to pull out last minute because I think his best friend pulled up to the house. Like someone showed up and he wasn't supposed to show up till like Monday, but he showed up a day early or something like that. So he wound up
Gotcha.
having to host when he wasn't prepared.
Gotcha.
Oh, but I was not expecting Rotgut to be that hilarious.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I could tell pretty quickly he was going to be the comic relief.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be full on Mucho Mino, but
Oh well, that was involved as well.
yeah, you and Rotgut are just that's some good chemistry. I like that. I like that a lot.
If we ever meet him again and things don't go the way they planned, I actually have a few things in mind for the character that what he might do, but save that for if it ever happens.
Oh man, I'm having a blast. Oh, the only thing is you guys did miss out on a little bit of loot in some of the rooms, but that's how it goes.
Yeah,
There's
it is
future
what it
loot,
is.
don't worry.
I think the
We
timer.
survived.
Yeah.
I really thought you were gonna blow up. I was looking at the time and I was like, oh fuck. They're not gonna make it out, are they?
That's why I was like, I'm running
You
to
were
the front
like
of the ship.
2 minutes. I was like, holy crap.
Like I'm
You
running to
guys
the front
couldn't
ship to see what happens.
Yeah, you guys really couldn't have cut that more to the wire than you did this session. That was awesome, though. That was literally like an actual action movie. Seconds
yeah,
to go. Quick, don't
Sure.
look
Feel
at
the
the
pressure.
explosion.
1 second left before we hit the button and we got out right on time.
To be fair, I wasn't expecting Nate to also completely plasma blast you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to roll out of the way on that one. That was rough. I mean, my guy's beefy, pun intended, but that would have sucked.
Hey,
Oh, question.
yeah, what's up?
With this, now that we're in the spaceport, do we heal up and get our rerolls back?
Yes, you absolutely.
Gotcha.
Everyone could take themselves back to their fool. You get your rerolls back. All that's good.
Cool.
And by the way, if you guys just wanted to do if you want to check around for gear really quick, like in a non-role play like sort of session, you guys can just ask me now if you want to see hey, is this around here? And especially with the commies, because the commies do offer things for free, but their rationing is you can only take one thing per customer. So
Would there be any communist magic? Grimoires lying around?
not publicly, but on the black market they do exist.
Wait, would it be called the Communists' Mephisto?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I
Nice.
want that to be a store, but they don't legalize magic, so it can't be a real thing. God damn it. I love it though. But
Okay.
you can, you know what? Let me look that up really quick. All right. Give me a quick D20 check, and this will be perception, and it'll tell me what kind, or actually not perception. Willpower luck check is what I need you to roll. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing here, and we'll see if maybe you can find yourself a grimoire.
Okay.
And now we're trying to get the roll under.
I think I've got it then.
Alrighty.
With the modifier too, Ian.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Perfect. Why I'm a little scrolled far too high. There we go. All right. So you do manage to find yourself a divination grimoire.
Okay.
Now the only thing is this is going to actually cost you some space bucks. But luckily they're communists, so they don't need as many space bucks as normally you would normally ask for. They're asking for 100 of them. If you got that, they will pass you a grimoire.
Someone want to lend me $11?
I could spare that.
What about the 10,000 in your account?
Oh. I'd use
Yeah,
the
don't
10.
forget that. Alrighty. Give me a sec here. Looking for this correct spell. Do. Where are the divination one? That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Alrighty. They offer you $2. I mean, sorry, not $2, 2 books that you can choose from right here. So the first one you can choose is Snogort's Clairvoyant Utterance. And the other one that you can take from is Whispers of the Watchers. They don't tell you what they are. They just offer you the books for sale.
Whispers of the Watchers.
Alrighty. Now let me quick scroll down. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Here it is. All right. So as you find a quiet spot on your ship to look at the book with the rest of your lads, it says, your eyes will turn white for the duration of this spell's activity. You'll automatically sense the presence and location of creatures that are trying to remain hidden up to a distance of 50 meters. 50 meters. They could be using stealth, they could be invisible, or they could be in spirit form, whatever state they're in, you'll be able to detect them. On a great success, you will be able to double the range. And also, when the spell ends, there's a 20% chance of suffering from a madness, though.
Okay, good. That's fine.
Any
That
of you
sounds
two
worth.
dudes want to try and buy something quick before we call it?
I want to have that Kreen thorax turned into armor if I can.
You could totally have him turned into that. What they will be able to convert him for is give me a sec. I need to look at my armors. There we go. So they will be able to turn him into the similar armor of a Kevlar vest.
Okay.
Would you like to have the modification?
Yes, please.
All right, no problem. They will Crazy Wygor will take that bug corpsery and he will modify it into a suit of armor. And it's going to look pretty sick, actually.
Helmet as well.
That's I was just going to ask, would you like the head turned into the helmet? Because that'll also give you a +1 to your armor.
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty. That takes your armor up to officially a 5 then. And it looks like wearing some kind of cool bug armor.
Ooh.
Sweet. Oh yeah, I got a little bit better armor now. Can take more hits.
That will definitely help.
Nice.
Now I do have a couple of questions.
I can probably answer them.
Okay. So in the helmet thing in the book, it says night optics and encrypted comms are common inclusions with helmets. Is anything like that in the helmet, or is this just a standard helmet?
The one that you got,
Yeah. Where
they
he drills
definitely
them.
come with encrypted comms that you can link to your ship, which will then link whatever comms that are connected to the ship to you and to the other players.
Okay. Okay. Then I still have a Kreens skull. Is there a way I could maybe get those made into like sweet shades that have night optics in them?
That could easily be done.
Awesome.